Hey, this is Eddie, and I just wanted to mention I'm going to be in San Francisco at the Punchline Comedy Club this week. That's Wednesday through Saturday. You can get your tickets at the Punchline's website, which I'm sure you can find because you're not retarded. And Jim's special is going to be, his special Alcoholocaust is premiering this Sunday on Showtime. That's 10 p.m. So watch it this Sunday. If you can't see it then, you can get it on demand. The next day, following a day. And then he's also going to be in Cleveland at the Hilarities Comedy Club. That's right. The club is really called Hilarities, and Jim's going to be there. And when are you going to be there, Jim?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday of this week? Of this week. So when he's in Cleveland, I'll be in San Francisco. Again, we have no advertising. We're looking for sponsors. If you're out there, we have a woman now named Monty that sells sponsorship. If you want to buy sponsorship on the show, just give us a call. Send us an email. What is it? JimandEddie@yahoo.com. All you say is, hey, I own a company. We make T-shirts. Or, hey, I own a bar. Or, hey, whatever. Come, I'm a hooker. I need work. Whatever you need, just tell us. We'll advertise on the show. We're cheap. We're fucking horse. Just give us some money. We'll talk about you. We'll sell your shit. And also you can donate. If you like the show and you want to keep donating and keep the show going, just give us money. That's all we want. We've got a PayPal account. You just go to our website, JimandEddieTalkShit.com. You donate. You get a poster. You get a T-shirt. You get DVDs. You get a shout out on the show. You get whatever. You get a hand job. You'll get something. Just donate, please. We want to thank you. Also go to Stitcher. Go download the app. In the code, though, you got to put in Jim and Eddie. If you do that, it really helps the show. So do that, and stay tuned, because this is what's coming up right now is our 50th episode. That's right. We've made it 50 episodes now. Unbelievable. With all the punches, all the crying, all the fist fucking that has gone on in the show, all the rape. We have made it 50 episodes, and we're very proud of ourselves. We're patting ourselves on the back. We have nothing here to celebrate, but we're about to do it, so stay tuned and listen to the 50th episode.
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie.
Hello everyone, welcome to the 50th episode. We are all here, except for Jason's not here, and we're all going to go through our favourite segments or sections or episodes of the first 50. It's really only 49 episodes because episode 6 was best of.
I think we're the only show to ever have a best of after 6 episodes.
The funniest part was Eddie was like, no, don't call it the best of episode because the last one didn't do well. And I'm like, you did it after fucking 5 episodes, Eddie. How
That's Jesse Shapiro, everyone. He's our producer who's come in since... When did you start with us?
I did it with the midget episode.
What was midget? Anybody remember?
Brad Williams.
I know who our midget is.
What is that, 20-something?
Lily, you came in at what episode?
16.
16. So Lindsay went out at what?
14.
I feel like we're talking about something like it's Seinfeld and it's like an 8-year reunion and we're going back. We've been around since December and we're talking about
but there's still a lot of things that are going on.
There's a lot of history, a lot of fucked up shit's happened at the rape cottage.
We're going to have a lot of Lindsay stuff here, I think.
We're going to go back and talk about them. Like, I know some of you are going, oh, fuck off. I want new shit. But it's more fun for us to kind of be nostalgic about this because...
It'd be nice to hear them.
And you can hear it if you download it, if you go to Stitcher and type in Jim and Eddie. It really helps us. Do that in the code, the promotional code. Put in Jim and Eddie and then listen to it. You can listen to it on your smartphone. Do you have an iPhone?
I can listen to it directly into my car.
Oh, and you're in the General Lee.
In the General Lee, yeah.
Jim's got a General Lee.
That stalls.
Yeah, that stalls. This car's 3 weeks old.
Brand new and it
How
stalls.
many times has it broken down?
It stalled out of the dealership and it's just stalled again today. And if it stalls one more time, then I get a brand new one, Lemon Law.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it can't have the same fault 3 times.
Can I have the bad one?
No, I think they take that away.
Because I want to jump it.
Yeah, no. I love the car. I don't want it to. I love the car, but
I don't feel too celebratory. It's our 50th episode. We're all sitting here staring at each other like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's all right. Let's just...
Do we have any hard alcohol? Because that would make it more celebratory.
We do have hard alcohol. But Jim's trying to lay off the sauce, and I'm a pussy now, and I can't take a hangover. I had 2 tequilas the other night and ruined the next day. I used to be able to drink like a bottle of that shit. Now it's like 2, and I'm a faggot. Speaking of that That was one of our best episodes that we're going to talk about. Our newest person who actually helped us put this all together, before we put this episode together, we made intern Roy Boy, he had to go listen to every single episode. And we made Roy listen to them all and take notes on them and tell us what the funniest shit. Was that a horrible job, Roy?
Surprisingly not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be one of those things where it's going to be keep running over and over jokes, same thing, blah, blah, blah. And stuff
We don't
like
repeat
that.
a lot of jokes?
No, I mean, every once in a while you'll have one pop up, but for the most part,
Okay,
it's
so
pretty fun.
of all the ones you listened to, what was your favorite episode?
I have to say that the Moshe Kesher episode was fantastic.
What was it in the motion catcher?
I know what it is. Why don't we just
Oh,
play it?
yeah.
When Jason was telling his story, the story about the first time that he got laid, and you guys were all like,
We
jerking
jerked off. We just
First kiss, don't. His chemicals are up. Just,
Oh, no,
just
no. The
another-
first kiss?
Now, details.
Senior year.
What was her name? How'd you meet
Megan.
her?
Her name was Megan.
How you went from a hand job in family group at rehab and glossed over it straight into first kiss?
No, first kiss, but his
impressed.
stories are so much more innocent and cute.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Like your stories are like, our stories are like just being, I was wanked off by
And they were with my grandma.
We were getting blown in a
I was in the
dressing
rim
room.
chair.
And then, whenever Jason tells you a story about his sexual, like, you got to lower your expectations.
Yeah, it's all relative.
Because like he says something to you, he goes, "Hey Jim, I kissed a girl the other day," and I meant to go.
Fuck yeah,
and
dog.
I'm like, "Yeah, what was it like, motherfucker?" Yeah. So I'm right in his shit when that happens, man. Now
Next
tell
time you
me,
kiss a girl, it should be at Jongleurs and you should wave to one of the bouncers.
we're gonna get some Adam and Eve sex toys in here for you, so you can entice them more.
We're gonna
with,
get
with
you-
a sex
So you
swing.
know what sex feels
We're going to get you the dick pump that makes your dick grow.
I don't think they sell
still
those.
think-
Yeah, they do. They
Oh,
do.
okay,
They've
we're
got
gonna
it on the
get-
website.
we're gonna get-
Do those things work?
50%
You have a
off.
small
We're going to
dick?
test it on you.
Everything at Adam and Eve's works.
We're going to test it on you. We're going to have Lily measure your cock before and after. We're going to have you put on the dick pump. And
shouldn't
you-
be too hard.
And all our listeners are going to do it too. 50% off. If
Did
they
you
put
hear what
promo
she just said
code
about that? It
Jason.
shouldn't be too hard.
Well, how would it be
Too
hard?
like,
It's
yeah.
not one of those typical dicks that you ran to the end of the tape measure and have to go get another
Lily,
one.
will you do that? Will you measure it before and after?
I'll measure it.
for the show.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
Jim will do
And
it.
Lily, will you measure?
No, that's all right. It's
We
all
got a
right,
commitment.
Jason.
We got a commitment.
Jason,
All right.
Jason, I'm
She said
measuring
she'll do it for the show. No,
Jason, I don't mind. It's my show.
no,
Me and Eddie are in
it's
charge.
okay. It
would be my
Lisa,
pleasure.
mine, and think,
And Moshe's going to throw a cigarette on the floor.
I'll measure it.
I promise I'll
What
wash
are you
my
doing with
asshole
your shirt?
beforehand.
Why are you taking your shirt off?
I'll measure it. I'll measure it,
Jason, I'm going to sit on a room chair.
Jason. Now, so Jason, what happened with Megan? What happened? Go into details.
Yeah, Jason.
Well,
Is that what it was sounded like? That's not a kiss.
Tell us, Jason.
Tell
Well,
us, Jason.
Jesus, Eddie.
All right.
This is not right. If
we're doing it, let's do it.
Everybody's undoing their clothing.
All right. Where's the video when you need it?
Jason,
This is like,
Okay, go. Tell the story.
what are they
Tell the
fucking-
story.
Everybody's monging their junk. Jesus Christ.
Story.
No, go on. Stop laughing, Jason.
So, actually,
oh, Jason.
Keep talking.
Yes, sir.
Can you put the dog on my chair?
So, Lily,
I've got
describe
blood
what's
flowing.
happening for the audience.
There's 3 guys in the room, Jim, Eddie, and Moshe, that have
they're all jerking
taken
off
their
to
penis
the
halfway
story of-
down and are
that he's not even-
rubbing their penises up and down.
I'm not
very-
rubbing my penis.
Moshe's getting really
Jerking
woody.
their
He's getting woody. He's making.
Lily, shut the fuck up and start talking, Jason.
Somebody get the girl to
All
stop
right, Jason,
talking. I need to
Jason,
come.
tell the story while we all masturbate.
Well, actually, my first kiss was a girl I met at Young Life Camp. Which is a
I'm out. Eddie just tapped out, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie tapped out. It's down to me and Jim.
which is a Christian organization.
It's a tie.
Oh, I'm sleepy.
Tie game. All right.
Anybody have any Kleenex?
Jason, go get me a
Go get me a cigarette and just shut the fuck up now.
That was the greatest first kiss ever.
Jason, has anyone ever circle jerked to your kiss story before?
You know what? I was masturbating the whole time. I did. I had my hand on my cock. I wasn't faking it. I had my hand on my cock and I was giving it a go. I couldn't get any growth whatsoever.
Me neither. Nothing.
You know what would help
You
with
got
that?
hard?
You know what would help with that? the products at adamandeve.com.
Put in the promo code Jason.
Jason, and try not to cry.
Yeah, I actually was holding my penis. I know we were like faking it, but I never got it even the slightest bit erect. But
I was holding mine too, and I was actually jerking mine, but there was no chance of getting an erection with Jason sitting next to me.
I just thought it was the best thing ever that it seemed completely spontaneous. And it was just, where did all of these guys tend to figure out that it was a good idea to just start unzipping and...
I think that was Jim Jeffries. I think we can thank him for that.
Yeah, I'll take credit for that one.
Lilit, you've only been with us how long?
I don't know.
And you've contributed nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
So, Lilit, you've done a lot for the show.
I'd like, actually, before we, Lilit, what's the 3 funniest things you've said?
Well, if you'd let me talk on the microphone more often, Jim.
Come on, give us. You said one the other day, and I remember us all
poor
laughing.
Lilit, she's not here to be funny.
She said something funny the other day.
What? On the last episode?
Yeah, you said something. What did you say?
About the Blackhawks? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
I remember it, Jim, too. I can't remember what it was, but I remember
something
she did
tickled
say
your
something.
pickle. I don't remember.
Look, Lilit has given Jason a lap dance. She has
she's worked in the trenches.
On a stripper's nipple. She made out with Meredith Purple Hair.
Yep.
She's done a lot for the show.
She's also the fucking house therapist, which
Thank you, Jesse.
you obviously aren't doing a very good job.
Thank
But
you, Jesse.
we need to get a house therapist for the house therapist.
I'm trying to run a group therapy here, but
Yeah.
high five,
stays
high
around.
five, Lilit.
Thank
But
you.
Lilit, you were brought over by Jason to help out doing what did he initially ask you to do here?
to come take notes.
Jason's first intern.
Yeah, and why did we need notes?
For editing stuff out, and it was the day we went go-karting together.
Oh, you
That
came
was-
go
yeah,
karting
it was
with us?
Yeah, I got 3rd place.
Oh, you did.
That
Wow.
was true. I remember she looked really hot when she tightened up go-karting, and then after she took the helmet off, I realized she was just hair.
My best
Lily,
feature.
so since you've been here, what's your
You look old.
I do. It's hanging out with you guys.
what has been your favorite episode?
My favorite episode is whenever Jim rips into Jason, but specifically about his bad back.
You have
And you know what
but
it
you
is?
have a weird thing about Jason where you enjoy to see his
I
pain.
do. I'm a little sadistic when it comes to that because I feel like he
Likes to cause
jabs
you
me
pain.
enough. Yeah, exactly. He does it internally, and Jim does it internally to him. So, but
Internally, I do it
Externally.
externally.
or externally, excuse me. I had a couple.
I'm
beers.
fighting with Jason right now.
But what I really appreciated about that was the fact that Jason, it just proved Jason's experiences are just exist in his mind, and that's what that episode proved.
Guilty.
How much money do you have on you?
I'm not. No.
How much do you have on you?
None.
What if we held you down? Would we find something?
I challenge you to hold me down.
Really?
Outstanding.
He wants me manhandled by Jim.
Standing.
No. Stay away from me.
Let's see how bad your fucking back is.
Jim's taking his
Actually, my bag's feeling better. I don't want to wrestle.
No.
Then let's see your money.
Jesse,
Let's see
Jim's
your money.
Go.
A challenge is a challenge.
Yeah.
Bad back. All right.
Then you
Even
say,
with a bad back.
Then you say loudly that I would beat you.
eat up.
Say openly that I would beat you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Jason just attacked Jim and is about to take Jim down.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Jason is climbing.
Suck
up the-
his
Watch
dick.
my laptop.
Suck his dick. I mean, I'm sorry.
Jason just kissed him.
Fuck him in the mouth.
Why
This
are
is
you
the most
kissing?
uncomfortable thing I've ever seen in
And
my
your
life.
fat belly's hanging out.
watch
Jason's
the-
fat belly's hanging. He's
got a boner.
Jason is rubbing his fat.
Jason has a
hairy
boner.
belly.
So many times. Yeah, that's probably what flared my back.
I'm not fighting back because I know you have a bad back.
Let's see your money.
Bad back. I'm not faking.
Get your money out now.
No.
Jason is grinding on Jim right
I
now.
got a leg. I got a hook. I'm protecting you with my face.
This is getting really
On the
homoerotic.
internet.
I've got a boner.
Yeah. And right when it happened,
All right. Stop. This
is uncomfortable.
Stop.
Jesus.
Jesus.
My point is,
That got really.
Jason has an erection.
I feel like I'm at a rehab center, and this is like group therapy.
Jason,
wrong.
you can't have a bad back then.
Actually, I do have a bad back.
You can't have a
Set
bad
him
back.
up.
No, I didn't do anything.
You can't have a bad back. I've been fighting this argument forever that you don't have a bad back.
I do
and
have a
put
bad
it on
back.
for pity. You just went and threw a 210-pound man onto a couch and sat on him.
Yeah.
That's not bad back behavior.
I didn't lift you up.
All day you've
That's
told us about your
not-
bad back. I moved the TV a
You wouldn't-
5,000 pound
you wouldn't help-
beers,
you would not-
2001 TV
you would
out of
not
this
help
house,
lift the
and you
TV.
wouldn't help us lift it because you're bad back. You don't understand. I've had the disc. My fluid in my disc was
Right
drained
here?
because I have a
Hurts right
sciatic
now.
nerve.
You don't have a bad
Yes,
back.
I do.
Then why did you want to wrestle with me? I didn't want to wrestle with you because I thought you had a bad back. I felt sorry for you.
As long as I don't compromise
It's a cop a field, Jim.
my posture, which I didn't do.
Sitting on a man and throwing him on the couch compromises your posture.
No.
This is like, I feel like I'm at a dive bar, like,
With red
and there's those guys that sit at the end of the bar. You go there with your buddies to get cheap. Oh, it's a cheap pitchers of beer. And at the end of the bar, there's these guys that get there at 6 a.m. every day, and they're the only ones who eat those weird pickled eggs things, right? And then you'll be sitting there talking with your buddy, and all of a sudden at the end of the bar, you'll just suddenly hear, "Jerry, you son of a bitch," or something like that. And
It's, the male back is something that can't be broken.
yeah, they have a fight like that. And
I do have a
then
bad back,
if you
though.
listen closely to the argument, it's
Where's
always
my
insane.
beer?
It's always like
tipped over.
insane.
It was empty.
Jason, I
All
have,
right.
I have a second question to that.
Let's
The
get
second
into a
one.
wrestling position where I start on your back like the thing.
Yeah.
I do not use a
On the
shoehorn.
ground, on the ground, so you can see. You
Yeah,
can see
yeah, I
me flip
get.
you.
Yeah, let's see your back.
Let's
then.
do that one.
You're not going to go into my pockets.
I'm not gonna get your pocket.
Why? How much money do you have in your pocket?
Listen, man.
Come on, get on the floor. Get on the floor. Come on.
I think he's got like 10 grand strapped to him, and that's
Jim
why
is
he's all...
challenging Jason to wrestle right now. They're taking the headphones
I'm not
off. They're
gonna
taking the mics
wrestle
down. I'm gonna. Wait. Let me explain what is happening. Jason, they're getting in the Roman Greco, the Roman Gay-Co. Oh, Jason. Jim looks like he's fucking Jason. Hold on.
Now, before we start,
This is a little arousing.
And what?
No, my back is straight right now, and this actually doesn't hurt.
if I do that, does that compromise?
Okay.
It feels good.
Wait a minute. This is really creepy.
Right here.
Jim has Jason in
Anything
doggy
you do
style
to him.
Again, right
position,
there. Push there again.
and
That feels
he
good.
is massaging his back. Why did this turn into this?
That feels
Now, if
That's a man without a bad back.
if Jim comes on your back, does that make it feel bad?
Are you ready to jizz?
This isn't a man with a bad back.
You don't have
really
a,
what he needs.
No, but
This
that's
is a man with a bad back.
How can you claim to have a bad fucking back?
doesn't hurt.
Jim is sitting on your back while
I know, but it's-
you're in Duke position.
But this doesn't like what it is like. It's,
You're lying.
You're lying.
I hurt my back a week ago. There's no way I could have that happen.
You just don't want to do work for us
no,
anymore.
it's coming up through this.
I proved it just then. You don't have a bad
You are a
back.
pathetic liar, and we're gonna make you fucking do.
That's from when he was in his early 20s, that scar. You
Once
can't.
you rupture a disc, you're fucked for life.
Yeah, you're fucked for
You
life.
did the worm in
You
here.
were fucked for life when you came out of your mom's womb, screeching the sides.
I know.
You don't have a bad back.
I have
but
a bad
just
back,
proved it.
but
Okay?
you didn't hurt me.
Laleep, would you say that he still has a bad back after seeing it?
I'm not going to comment.
But you have a medical background. Come on.
Yeah, you're a physician.
I'm not a PhD.
In your opinion, do you think that's
and
the
he
activity?
just,
I think-
just grabbed
Jason-
another Rice Krispie
Jason
treat and
Treat-
Do you
shoved
agree
it
with
down.
me?
Jason will
He-
take
he's
anything
full of
on his
shit.
back for
He's
you,
full of
Jim.
shit.
That's all I know.
Oh, I promise you.
He will
So,
take
Eddie, you don't
you
think
from
he has
his
a bad back?
No, I don't trust him anymore at all. He acts like a martyr all the time.
He acts like
I
he.
swear
he
to
acts,
God.
He acts like he
I
can't
swear to God, I'm
walk.
not faking my
he
bad
can't-
back.
Acts like
I
he
swear to
can't
you.
walk, and then he
I
throws
promise
me on
you.
the couch and lets me sit on his back while he's in all fours.
But you notice when I pushed you, I was keeping my hips over my I was not.
Then remember that when you lift a television.
Graham, am I the only one that thought I was watching a little bit of gay
That was
porn right
homo.
there?
That was so homo.
It was like when like the homeless guys in Venice Beach when they fight and argue and then they start making out and then it's like
I don't know what it looked like, but when he was pushing right here, it felt good. Right here.
What do you mean? How did it
You
feel?
don't
Yeah.
have a bad back.
I think I was.
Can everyone please write to Jason
Yeah.
and tell him that
I have
over
a
and
bad-
over again?
And to change the subject, there was one more question on here that was written for Jason.
when you get butt fucked, does that hurt your back?
No, it actually feels good.
Oh, see, no, yeah, exactly.
No, that actually feels really good.
If you pull my hair, then it would hurt.
Because you can see how I keep my back in alignment as your cock rams up my ass. That's actually good posture for back pain.
Your balls slapping on
His
my
sphincter.
balls actually feels better.
The cum fills the fluid that already leaked
Yeah, it
out
does.
in
It
between
actually
my spine.
releases the pressure when you ejaculate in my colon.
He's looking at me with anger right now.
My back hurts.
What? Why don't you dive at me with well, I'll dive with perfect posture. All right, we're back. That was Jason's bad back, obviously. I actually was scared when he came in and wrestled with me.
That's also on our YouTube page. You can see you wrestling him. And
I wasn't really trying, but I know if I did try, he'd still beat me.
But he likes that challenge that you said to him. He didn't care how bad his back was, even if it was really bad. He really wanted to wrestle you.
Yeah.
Like the chance of touching you.
Oh, yeah. He loves that.
He would kill to massage me. He's tried a million times. I'm like, no. And I can trick him every time. I'm like, my back, right? Can you? He's like, yeah. I'm like, no, you can't, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if he massaged me. I just wouldn't want to be massaged where he sleeps.
Jesse, our producer, which I don't know why you have that title because I don't know what the fuck you do.
Very good question.
Yeah, you are just a fucking hanger-oner, basically. You like the show, you listen to the show, and you're like, this is funny. I'm going to go hang out at their house and take a title.
Trust me, it's not gonna lead to anything good for me. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not too worried about it.
Has it hurt you in any way? Has anyone gone?
Quite possibly. I don't know. We'll see. TBD, to be determined.
Because Lalit told me she just had a meeting with like an agent or something, and they came back to her and said, they said something like,
I'm in conflict.
Yeah, you're in conflict with, and she didn't understand.
With what? What do you mean?
With other people that they represent.
It was, well, she didn't know, but it usually means they have someone that looks like her, and so they don't want to have
Kim Kardashian.
Cousin It. And so,
but I thought once Bin Laden died, you'd get heaps of work.
What in conflict?
I wasn't
with
bloody
fucking-
enough
What
that
in
day.
conflict with what?
like another actress looks like her.
No,
but
I
she
understand that.
thought it was because maybe they like had heard the
I thought
show.
they Googled Eddie.
All right, so
All right, so they already had your type.
yeah.
Apparently.
So Jesse,
done.
Jesse, in your time, well, you've listened to the show even before you.
Well, I was a fan of the show before I called up Eddie and said, "Yo, don't you need to hang around to come hang out?"
I have nothing else to do.
Yeah. But I remember listening in my car to the episode, and it wasn't. I don't think a fan favorite when we had. What was the retard's name? It was a retard off.
Timothy Treadwell.
Treadwell. That was it. Treadwell came over.
What was his name? Trenton.
Trenton, Treadwell, whatever. And basically,
he hates me. He writes to me.
Basically, it was Jason. It was the first time that I'd heard him be intimidated by anyone before. He was really weirded out by someone. And you know, if Jason's getting weirded out by someone, that guy's a fucking mess. And so at one point, Eddie, I think you had to give him a little pep talk in order to get him onto his, full-blown retardness. And you gave him a great pep talk, and you told him, listen, I've invested in your retardation.
All right, let's listen to it then.
Sorry.
Right now.
I fucked that up.
All right. Dance Off, which the listeners, if you're listening on the audio podcast, you're not going to be able to see it. If you want to go to iTunes and get the video podcast to see the Dance Off, you got to buy it. It's 99 cents. So this is the way we
Is it
hook
over?
you.
No, I got to go first.
Yeah, you're going to have to go first.
I want to see his dance first, so I'm inspired.
Just do your snake.
You think you can beat him?
I'm just gonna do some.
We're going to let you win regardless. It's our show.
It's our show.
But our show is off having a piss.
I thought I didn't want to win.
There.
Fuck off,
This is
Provenza.
worse than Last Comic Standing.
You put me on
It's
with
Barry Katz producing this.
You put me on with Rick Shapiro. Fuck off. Who, by the way, can we get him for the
By the way,
podcast?
by the way, Eddie, I think what you mean is I put you on.
Oh, come on.
You know, Rick Shapiro's somewhere going, you put me on with Eddie F.
Jason, you want to go second on the dance?
Yeah, I'd like to go second.
With this then.
You're gonna have to choose music, or is this all?
No, you just do it to the music in your head.
Pass me the
Fuck
guitar.
it.
Pass me the guitar. I'll play.
Jason.
No, don't get yours.
No, I can do it. I won't hurt the
Get
guitar.
the other one. Yeah, don't give him yours.
What do you think we're going to do? Bash it on him?
Jim, this just like gonna take. That's not gonna help me dance. You playing the guitar.
It is.
It will be the opposite of helping me dance.
All right, yeah, Trenton, Treadwell, you're gonna go first, and we now are having the dance off. What's that? You said my roommate for a second. I know, I didn't. I take it back. It's kind of like we'll bleep it. Okay.
Oh,
He is on his toes right now. He has curled his toes up. Look at the fucking toes. He's hopping up and down on his toes like a frog. And now,
Oh yeah,
Now he's on the ground shaking like he's having an epileptic fit. His glasses just came off. That was pretty amazing. And he's,
whoa! Is that G-string underwear you got on?
I have 0 underwear, crackers.
Oh!
All right, show us.
Show you all.
You're wearing a G-string.
Black woman's ass, right?
What is that?
Look at this.
Oh no, that's a string holding his pants up.
Yeah.
But it goes into. Oh, okay.
he's a string as a belt.
Yeah, it's a string as a belt.
He's wearing a
But the way it looked like a G-string when he got up off the ground.
Jason, I've got to say, I was pretty impressed by that dance. Do you think you can top it?
No.
Well, you have to try.
But I don't want to.
You have to.
But I concede.
You're off the show.
Okay.
You're off the show.
Really? I won't beat him. I can't do that.
I saw you centipede here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I'm going to pull out the textbook bull crap.
Do us a centipede. Just do us a centipede.
I was going to do a running man centipede.
Oh, we'll do a running man centipede.
Well, just like. All right. Well, it's not an awesome centipede.
Well, I will be the judge of that.
All right. All right.
Jason, can't you get in your creative brain, which we know how creative you are.
By that dance.
But focus for a second. I know you. I believe in you. I believe in your retardedness, Jason. I do. How long have I spent with you? How much time have I invested in you, Jason? I'm not going to let you give up on this, Jason. You are more retarded than Treadwell. And I want you to prove that right now, Jason. Don't fucking let me down, Jason. Fucking no. Get into that retarded brain, find that space, and fucking do it.
I'm not like, I was just gonna be like running man.
No. Same music. Thank you.
Oh, there we go. That shit, and then, some.
He's doing bad breakdancing. This is like watching Rocky if Rocky lost. I was just coach or fucking. I was. You're a bum. The win goes to Treadwell.
The ring goes to Treadwell.
Treadwell is way more retarded than Jason.
You're less retarded. Are you proud of yourself?
We did not know it was possible.
We're number one.
We have met someone. I think we're going to call it a show right there.
Yeah, that's enough.
We're going to end on that bad, stinky note.
Ladies and gentlemen, join us next week on Todd Time.
Funny thing about that episode, I had a feeling none of our listeners liked that episode, but they all came together to hate Treadwell.
Yes.
That was like when Jason won everyone over. They went from thinking Jason was like a hanger-oner that like didn't work to do it. I mean, they still have that feeling, a lot of them, but they were also like, fuck that guy. Go, Jason, go. But Jason did lose that fucking tard off, which upset me really badly because I don't like to lose.
No, but Treadwell Treadwell walked around and his feet curled over.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was
the video of that. There is video. Is that
it's
video
on the
up?
YouTube page.
Yeah, that video is
and
great.
and you can watch Treadwell. He looks good on camera for a freak, but he was just a total douche. He tries too hard.
His creepiness translated well through the podcast when I listened to it. He freaked me out.
But we could find more. There's more real guys on the boardwalk that are actually normal, crazy people. There's a guy, Juan, that I'm going to have on one of these days. It's fucking crazy. Yes. If I just don't want him in the house because he's so filthy. Jim?
Yes, Eddie?
It's good to see you after 50 episodes. We've been through a lot together.
Yeah. What do we want to talk? What do I want to view? I'll go, and the reason why I've chosen this, I'm going to go with a letter from my brother that he wrote in. It was the first time we ever did a letter off the internet, or we read anything that anyone else ever did.
And I have to tell you, I didn't think it was going to be funny because you told me that day, and I was like, yeah, it's interesting. And I'm like, it's not going to be funny, but it was for some reason so fucking funny.
Yeah, I didn't think, as I was reading it, I thought, I will cut this out. It's not going to be funny, but it was really, really funny. And I think it was even funnier because I can hardly read. It was the way it was all stuck.
Now, anyway, we have received one letter. Now, this letter is from my brother Scott. Now, I have to set this up. My brother Scott hasn't spoken to me in over a year. He's never come to one of my stand-up gigs. He's never had an interest in what I did. He's a businessman. He's an important sort of guy. And he's become a very big fan of the podcast.
So big that the other day I go on my Facebook and I've got a request for ad by Scott.
Yeah.
Jeffries, or Scott Nugent.
Scott Nugent, which is my real surname.
Jim's real name is Nugent.
Jim Nugent. Yeah.
And so I look and I'm like, this is Jim's brother. So I go, Jim, should I add your brother as my friend on Facebook? And he goes, Hold on.
Right, now the thing is, you got to understand that I haven't had contact with him. The first bit of contact I have with him is him talking about, not what have you been up to with your life, how's things going, my kids are growing up well, you should come and see them. None of that. This is the letter I got. I've heard all your podcasts. They're brilliant. You should do the Glory Hole Challenge. Eddie and Jason are big fags. Just do it. It would be gold, gold, gold.
Now, if you're listening and you haven't heard what the Glory Hole Challenge is, Jim has been pushing this very hard, and we promised to do it. Well, we didn't promise to do it because Jason and I never agreed to do it, but what it is Jim wanted to build a box and put inside the box 3 people. There would be 3 holes in the box. There would be 2 females and 1 male, and we would all at the same time stick our cocks in the hole and get our dick sucked, and we wouldn't know which one of us got the guy.
I'm just saying that would send the podcast viral, but you don't seem to want to be successful.
It's not that I don't want to be successful. I don't want to be homosexual.
Anyway, I will continue on with the letter. You'll find this next bit funny. I have been writing positive reviews on iTunes for you and negative reviews on other people's sites, such as Britpod. These 5 poms are shit, for example. The first episode was brilliant. Jason's CV is classic. Shame you couldn't get a date for that fat cunt. You're 100% sure. You're 100% right. You need to make sure you follow through on your stuff. Otherwise, you will lose your edge. Do the Glory Hole Challenge. Make that fat prick put his cock in the box. You should have called the show Bullies! ! Lindsay's voice sounds hot, but I'm sure she looks like Mum. Which is fairly accurate. Now if you've heard about my mum, if you've watched my stand-up, is a big fat woman that we called Gunter after an elephant from the Moscow Circus, and my brother has written Up Gunter Up. Lindsay is Gunter Mark II. So does my mum. I told Mum that you do a podcast. I told her to listen, and then I heard you talking about her being fat. I've since rung her up and told her not to listen. I still call her Gunter occasionally. Like when she fell asleep at Christmas at the couch watching telly, I shouted, "Get the fuck up, Gunter." It never gets old. You should also tell a story about when I met you in Perth and I made you wear your boxers outside of your pants and put a cape on. This is a long story that he had. And I made your friend think that I was going to buy him a hamburger, and then when he went to eat it, I threw it in the bin. Ha 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 ha.
This explains a lot about you
and then he goes,
and your treatment of Jason.
He goes, "Jason is your new Andrew. You've always had sidekick retards around you. Colin, Andrew, Jason, just like Batman." Here we go.
I don't remember Batman.
Because Batman had a Robin, right?
Oh.
And then he goes, Marie and the kids, Marie's his wife, Marie and the kids are coming over. We're coming over to LA for Christmas 2011. It'll be great to see you, etc., etc. We're going to come and go to Disneyland, blah, 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 blah. Which is all very nice family stuff. And then the last paragraph. Plan a podcast while I'm there. I want to punch Jason in the gut. And I'm prepared to pay my whole family. I'm prepared to pay for my whole family to fly business class to LA to do it. I have made a lot of money in my life, but there has always been something missing. This is it. Punching Jason will be my proudest achievement. All the love, Scott.
Wow.
Now, put that in context.
Let me just say, Jim, that a lot of the pieces of the puzzle are coming together now.
I think that's a funny letter. And he'll be listening. And then I wrote back to him, I said, "Jason's not that bad." And he goes, "Just tell that fat cunt I'm going to punch him." Like he really hates you. Like he's bought into the podcast completely, all the nastiness.
There it is. And that actually is my pitch for the show. Do you tell anybody about the podcast, Jim?
I always tell them to listen to episode 3 onwards because the first 2, the sound was a bit crap.
Yeah, and speaking of the sound being crap, the person responsible for that is Machete.
Yeah, that's right.
Does anyone call you Machete other than us?
No.
That just came in. Where did was that episode 1?
You know what? Brian McCarthy actually gave me that.
No, I did. That came from me. It was. I think it was episode 1.
What was it?
Yeah, because I had just seen the film Machete, and you looked like the dude in it, Danny Trio.
Was he on the show?
Fat Danny Trio.
Yeah, oh, geez, Jesse. You want to insult more people tonight, huh?
Sorry.
So, Machete, you were responsible. Our first 2 episodes, we had some fucking tough times, and that's when Lindsay was around and the sound sucked. But then we made it all the way. We did 2 good episodes. Then we made it to 27, and you fucked it up.
That's right.
And it was one of the funniest episodes ever, right?
Yeah, it was one of my favorites, honestly. I mean, Kevin Brennan, fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Really hilarious. I mean, I guess I was laughing so hard I didn't realize.
I can't hear you through the earphones.
Yeah, I can't hear you either. What's
the irony is?
Did you ever figure out what happened
the
with
mic
that
to your
episode?
mouth.
Yeah, it turns out that there was something going on with the digital something, and it wasn't getting through my headphones.
I like how the sound guy goes, turns out it was something with the digital something.
I mean,
it was like the thing in the jig didn't fucking worky.
The amplification stick wasn't
one of these buttons on my board wasn't turning.
Don't talk too much. We're going to have to re-record all this shit anyway.
Yeah. So that was Kevin Brennan was our guest. Kevin's like the most difficult guy to work with. I love Kevin, but getting him over here was impossible. He's fucking hysterical. And then we have to cut the episode completely. And all our listeners still write and go, where the fuck's episode 27?
I'm very humble. I don't like people talking about me.
Your accolades. We can get them to Google something about you.
Oh my God. I fucked Sarah Silverman. That's on my Wikipedia page. It is.
Did you put that on there?
Yeah, I put it on. And it's right.
Is it true that
there's a
you've done
picture of
that?
my finger. Smell it.
Is it true? Did you fuck Sarah Silverman?
No, yeah, I fucked her first.
Well, like,
thank God, so I don't have fucking herpes or anything. Because anybody after that was picking up something. No, she put.
So if Kimmel has herpes, it's yours.
No, so I saw Kimmel. Kimmel is doing Kim Malone's Norm show, his production company.
Yeah.
So he was at the first show, and he started talking to me, but somebody cut him off. I think he was going to say something about because I don't know him. He's like, his manager introduced me, and he goes, oh, I thought that was funny, and then something happened, so he couldn't finish. But I bet it was about the book because in the book, what happened was I fucked Sarah. Like I was running the open mic at Boston Comedy Club, so I was basically a pimp. You know, I was just doing it. I was making like $1.97. You know,
royalty money.
But it was all I could eat as far as comics. You know, I could just fuck whoever I wanted to. You know, because I'm running the open mic. You know, NYU, New York City. So anyway, so I ended up fucking Sarah, but she was young. And I didn't know. I wasn't really paying attention what was happening. But then there was blood on my bed. This is in the book. So she goes
In her book.
Yeah. So I go, Sarah, are you a virgin? And she goes, no. Are you? And then I knew she was a virgin. You know, she was that
So
stupid.
you took Sarah Silverman's virginity?
Yeah. And then because there was blood. She was like,
it a
she goes,
big
maybe it's-
hairy muff?
She goes, maybe it's your blood. I'm like, you don't know how anything works, do you? Yeah, I cum blood. I'm the devil. Like one time, here's a racist story. I was at the Port Authority. Because my wife's like blackish, so I can kind of get away with it a little bit.
She's from Panama, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm at the Port Authority in New York, and you know, people have these the rolly things. You know, the wheels on their suitcase. Yeah. So I'm pulling mine, and there's like a group of like 5 black girls. So I'm just going
I think they call that a herd.
Yeah. So I'm going to the bus.
That has to get deleted.
No, leave it in.
I think that's legal. So I'm going to the bus. I'm going to the bus. And I accidentally like roll my fucking wheel over one of the girls' foot.
Oh,
so she goes.
Call that a hoof.
So she goes. Yeah, they call that a hoof. So she goes. So she starts talking about me like I'm not there.
Yeah.
She goes, this motherfucker is riding his fucking suitcase over my foot.
Did she say hold my gold?
No, but she's saying all this shit like I'm not there. I go, listen, nigger.
Oh, that has to be bleeped. Bleep that word, Ernie. You gotta know. Bleep the word.
I go, listen, nigger.
Bleep it again.
And her friend goes, you didn't have to go there. You didn't have to go. I'm like, I'm so fucking glad I went there. because it's like kryptonite. They don't expect me to do it. No, they don't expect me to do it. So when I do it, it's like I farted on everybody's head. You know what I mean? They can't do nothing. What are they gonna say now? They're dealing with a mental patient. I'm at the Port Authority. That's their terrain, and I'm calling her the fucking N-word. So she's just like, and they're all like, and then they get off. There's 2 stops to Atlantic City. They all get off the first stop, and as they're getting off, they all of her friends, they all give me a look. And then they get into like this, and then there's some dude's picking them up, or I think it's some dude in like an old Cadillac, and I see him her tell him, pointing at the bus, like blah 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 the story, and then I know the guy sitting in the car going, "Well, you are a fucking nigger." Now get in the car, because the guy didn't do anything. So you can bleep it one more time, but that's it. But my point is, you gotta surprise people. That's my whole point. I mean, I learned.
You surprised
and attack.
You surprised me.
No, I just learned. It's like they can't do nothing. They can't. It's like they expect you to act a certain way, so you act differently, and you win. No, because they don't. They're so shocked. They're like, what? Like even when I said it, I was just like, huh?
It's pretty good to know that that's where Sarah Silverman's vagina started bleeding. I love that episode though. He's fucking out of his mind, Kevin. Ray Roy, do you have another one that you liked?
One of my favorite ones was the Eddie Pepitone, when you guys got into it about Tracy Morgan and the things.
Oh, speaking of the N-word, it was the F-word episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It went basically the same way where you guys were talking about how PC is kind of taking over, but it's podcasting, but still at the same time things are happening. We don't want to piss anybody off. So,
which is weird because we really can say anything we want. Nobody governs us at all. But we bleep stuff. Like we bleep the N-word.
Well, we're sensitive people.
The F-word and the Tom Cruise word.
We do. We self-edit.
Yeah, so you can't say nigger, faggot, or Tom Cruise.
On our podcast, you can say them at certain times, but with levels of hate. If you say them with a degree of hate, you're going to upset some niggers.
But you can say something like, you can say, I heard a black guy say nigger, but you can't say, I heard myself say nigger.
Only a faggot would talk like that. Let's do the bit.
Okay.
Just any monkey. Like, you do not see a monkey in Ordinary People. Do you know what I mean? With Robert Redford. You know what I mean? You don't see a monkey.
You're talking an actual monkey. You're not just being racist, right? Because they were in Thailand. Oh, no, I was just checking. I don't know much about Eddie Pepitone. I don't know what his political stances are on the foreign people.
Yeah, I'm just completely out of my mind.
And I hear there was a monkey in the movie.
It's okay. We're allowed to make these jokes. We have 3 Mexicans in the room.
What the hell? It was a joke.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't a funny joke, Jim. I'm just saying that we're in enough trouble. We can't say gay jokes because of
You
Tracy
can't say
Morgan.
it anymore because of what Tracy Morgan
Tracy
said.
Morgan got it.
Tracy Morgan, though, he said,
He's an idiot.
If my son came home and said he was gay,
I'd stab him.
I'd stab that little N-word in the stomach. That little N-word in the stomach. Now, the thing is...
Boy, what a dumb guy.
You know when there's a sentence...
What a dumb
Did he say N-word?
Yeah.
He didn't say... He said N-word.
And by the way, NBC...
Yeah,
and
and
those
that's
guys,
what he said, NBC.
No, NBC didn't do anything to him for that.
No, but
it is hilarious that he's not kicked
I'm
off
not going to
the
get
air.
into
No, but they did to Joe Coy.
Joe Coy allegedly got done for saying the word recently in Chicago.
From what? He got done
He
from
said
what?
it on live on stage. What happened was he was on stage. In
No,
Chicago
but I mean, what was Joe on?
the Chelsea Handler show coming up. But this is the rumor. No one, I can't confirm this. Like because Chelsea Handler. Let's be honest, the only people watching that show is.
I think that's true.
No, cut that out. We can't.
Jesus,
we're trying to get an NBC show. No, this whole chunk. This whole.
Are you mad at Ernie for some reason?
This is a weird thing. This is a weird thing.
You angry with Ernie?
Bleep that word. Bleep that word on that.
The whole idea of the podcast is we're supposed to be able to say anything we want to say.
Exactly right.
And it's the same thing with comedy. Like Louis C.K. defended fucking Tracy Morgan, and people went after
He did.
Louis. Yeah,
He
people
did.
went after Louis C.K. No. I think when you're on stage and you're a comedian and you're working out material, you're constantly in that area of it can go wrong.
No, this is true. This is true because I hate when people.
If you're a moron.
I hate when people
I've said some
videotape
fucked
the stuff because you
I
can
have
take
too,
things out of
but not like
context,
that
callbacks
bad.
stuff. No. I was at the gig that Michael Richards did, and he was doing a lovely little routine before that. If you saw the beginning of it, the end premise,
Michael Richards.
it was a lovely, friendly routine.
It was
and
completely taken out of context.
It was edited poorly.
Yeah, it was. He was totally talking about affirmative action, and he was trying to argue that blacks don't need affirmative action because they're a superior race.
And he said something like, a really nasty comic would say something like this, and then he went
Yes,
into
that's
the
what he
routine.
said.
You know
Then
what
he
these
said-
guys were mentioning? You know what their problem is? Richards, Morgan. They're not good stand-ups.
No.
Exactly.
And that's what happens when people think
If
they
you
could
do
just
it-
do stand-up.
if you do
no,
it
a lot
funny-
of people think they could just get on stage and do fucking stand-up.
Yeah, it's like a Charlie Sheen show, you know, like you don't know what you're gonna get. So I've seen Tracy Morgan be incredibly funny, incredibly funny, but I've also seen it where it's like,
How do you get on Saturday Night Live? That seems that Saturday Night Live had this policy.
If you look up old videos of Tracy Morgan when he used to do like the Black Circuit and stuff, you will find videos.
I think he's very funny. He makes me laugh.
Unless they've gotten these off of YouTube, Tracy Morgan used to perform with a beanie on his head with a propeller.
Right.
I swear to God.
And colorful suspenders?
I think so. And if anyone can find it, it's out there. I have seen the videos. And he was just a funny, crazy guy. And he is very, but everyone knows he's crazy. That's why they put him on TV. It's like, why did we put Jason on this show?
Got to cut out all that stuff where I said the F word.
The F word?
Yeah, that's what it's gotten to. This politically correct society where I can't say English cigarette anymore.
Well, I mean, that's one group I wouldn't mess with because they've got some issues now with the gay marriage going on, and I'm all for gay.
No, I like gay people.
And I do too, and I'm all for gay marriage.
Wouldn't have one in
and
my house. I'm kidding. I like gay people.
Cut it. Cut that out. That's your podcast is the cut out. Cut this out.
We're just gonna make the
our
edited
next door
version of
neighbor's
this
a
show.
gay man. Delightful.
Shh.
Oh my
He asked if he could come over and listen to the show.
Does he listen to the thing?
And the
think he's
windows
listened?
open.
Do you think he doesn't fucking know?
I don't know if he knows.
Listens.
I think if we just ask him nicely, he's obviously gay.
He can't be gay. He's married to a lesbian.
Oh, well, that means...
Jim, what are you just making a blooper reel all night? What the fuck?
Jason, go ask Andrew to come over here right now.
No.
Yes.
All right. He told me his dream the other day...
was to get in the glory hole box?
No, it was to pick up the dog shit and smear it on his cock. No, it was... Cut that out. I'm sorry.
Cut
that out.
Why is this the edited episode?
No. He said.
Why are we so afraid?
One time he said.
Don't you
he
like
said,
your neighbors?
No, but the
I
thing is,
love them.
Why insult them like this then? You know,
How are we insulting them?
You're weird.
When did you
Hey,
become
Jason.
the fucking voice of reason?
Jason, we love
Since I
you.
ate that brownie.
Don't listen to him, Jason. You look good.
Thanks.
No one's out to get you.
This is a good time for a plug.
Yeah, we don't have any ads though.
Our ad guy's here. There's David, our ad guy. What happened to Adam and
What
Eve?
happened to Adam and Eve?
Yeah, they didn't get a lot of
People
money
buying
back.
dildos?
Yeah, they didn't make a lot of sales.
You'd think they would have done well selling a lot of dildos because a lot of our fans are complete cunts. Like if you've read the forums, fuck me, some of them are vicious bastards.
Do you sell ads on your podcast?
No, we don't. I'm listening to this. I'm going, why the fuck aren't we selling ads on our podcast?
Because they don't.
Adam and
sell.
Eve, what are they?
They are.
They're nobody to us anymore.
They're dead to us.
What were they?
They were the worst sex toy company in the world.
Are they sex toy?
No, they were our next door neighbours. One's gay, one's a lesbian.
Cut that!
And they both use Eva hair coloring products.
Our sponsor this week is editing. Like you just have an editing equipment sponsor.
No.
Final Cut Pro.
Beep, 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 beep. We want it like Morse code, this fucking show.
Yeah. You're on the Morse code episode.
The Morse code
What do you think
And
you
you know-
brought it on?
you know
Your
what?
name is Eddie Beep.
You know, and the Morse code says the word so beep that out as well.
We're fucking done. We've pissed off Chelsea Handler.
We got our advertising
We've pissed
going.
off everyone involved with The Hangover. Eva Hair Coloring is dropping Jason as their best employee. Adam and Eve's never coming back. Our sales guy's gonna leave. What else can we fuck up? We haven't talked
You know
yet.
what I
Wait,
love?
we haven't talked yet about Whitney Cummings.
No. We've only got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, no. The other night, I was watching The Real L Word on HBO.
What? Trying to find someone that fucked your wife?
Yeah, no. Yeah, he was also drinking cocoa and saying why men were so bad. It happens to him once a fucking month. Carry on.
Actually, I couldn't watch the show.
Cocoa? Is cocoa a lesbian drink?
No, but when he's on his period,
Were
he's
you,
like,
were you waxing your toes at the time?
Yeah. When you're going, shoes are good because they always fit. No matter how fat I get, I can always fit into the same size shoe.
Go ahead, tell us about your fucking lesbian fantasies.
Yeah,
were you jerking off, yelling your wife's name?
There's like no sex in that show.
One duck on a couch.
Not the episode I saw. There was no sex.
Yeah.
There was sex.
watches it.
There was sex in the there was sex in the preview.
Jason,
I just pictured Jason with an erection and a handful of lube going, oh, come on! I watched this whole fucking thing. Now I want to eat. I was promised something, the L word.
I'm like that with Battlestar Galactica. Come on! Will you fucking...
You frick. What's that word?
Frack,
yeah. Fracking idiot.
Jason can't even afford internet or fucking a computer, so he just watches like regular TV. Oh,
No, I have HBO.
You get free cable.
Because my sublet. I sublet
He
from my neighbor.
steals HBO from the guy next door and just pays the $10 a month for the extra extension.
Edit it!
So he jerks off.
There's just the guy with the huge scissor here, which makes no sense because it's digital.
Yeah.
It's going to become the new Isn't it ironic?
I thought that was the old
Oh man, you guys are done.
This show's over.
Bad.
What are they going to do? They're going to shut us down and not give us any more money.
Yeah. It's, our TV career wasn't as going as good as
We've lost every ad we have. How about
you had Adam and Eve?
How are we going? Is this show? Can we make money out of this show? Is there something in it? Yes. What? Working on another angle.
Yeah.
When I make my clown outfit, I like to use this design from kkk.com. You just cut two small eyes in the shirt and make sure you haven't got it over a blackheaded person at the time.
If you need to buy lime and a shovel, Home Depot.
Don't homosexuals get you down?
Oh God.
Louisville Sluggers.
We're done.
Oh my God. If people knew how tolerant we were.
That's right.
Like in real life.
You guys are tolerant. By the way, for people who can't see, there are just gay men and women all over this.
We're just fucking each
There
other.
are just
Well,
gay
we're
men and
making
women
these jokes.
making out. People are fucking. All kinds of sexes are fucking around.
We're probably
It's
going to
a
have. Yeah. Jim made out with Andy Dick.
I made out with Andy.
You made out with who?
I
hasn't,
did
though?
not make out with Andy Dick.
I let him jerk off in my bed.
That is true. Andy Dick jerked off in his
I'm
bed.
sure he did.
And Eddie didn't change the sheets. That's the most non-gay hating thing anyone could ever
I
do.
know. How could I be a homophobe?
I was about to say, is there a word for not hating gays? I couldn't even find it. But I mean, like,
I used the dry spot to scratch my back.
No, that's just Andy. He's still sleeping in there. You roll over and go, don't bother me.
We're definitely going to get in trouble for this show.
There's a lot of bleep. You know the words you got to bleep.
Yeah, just the F.
I don't think so. You're. Can I plug one thing?
Absolutely. That's why you're here.
I have a
We're
website.
taking it out. He said
Just
that.
keep talking. Just keep talking, Eddie.
My
No.
website is Bash.
Hang on.
Hey, bleep that out too.
It's www. It's a worldwide bash.
So please, this is why you have to donate to the show.
We have more gay friends than we can have on the show, right?
Not anymore.
We've had one guest, haven't we?
We've had
Bobby Lee's basically one.
Yeah. We've had some gay men, and our show's sponsored by the Gay Man's Health Crisis.
And not many people know this, but Machete's gay.
Yeah, Machete's gay.
And so that makes everything all right.
And
Machete's gay.
Lilith's hairy enough to be a man.
Yeah, Lilith's vagina could stick to a lesbian like a bit of Velcro.
Jason used to date a lesbian. We've got gay neighbors.
Jason looks like a
We're
lesbian.
the most gay-friendly show there
we
is.
have gay neighbors. We live in Venice. Eddie's had a gay disease.
Have you, Eddie? Have you really?
That's getting deleted out.
That's getting deleted? How long did it take?
That was all right. That one was funny.
It was very funny.
You know what just happened there? This is what happens when society goes, don't say that word, because we never do anything like this. We never do. And this is like, they go Tracy Morgan, they go after Joe Coy and all that type of stuff. And he's that don't touch this button. And that's what happens. And now there's podcasts all over the world where they're saying, I think.
You hope.
Maybe everyone else is smart and getting on with their careers.
We're done. Yeah, this is one of those things where they're not going to come down on us like they did Tracy Morgan. They're just silently going to ruin our careers even more.
I don't think they listen.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone who can further our career listens.
I would have to say that is probably true. I'm just saying that I think you're too uptight about it.
I've said pretty bad things on stage.
I'm starting to
I did
think...
my whole routine about how lesbians shouldn't be welcome in your house. Like, that's the beginning of my next DVD, which has just been purchased by Showtime. Please listen.
I'm starting to think that by the reading level and writing level of our listeners that we don't have anyone listening over the age of 12 anyway.
Right. Is that true?
Yeah. We get...
Jim and Eddie, touch your kids.
All right, that's it.
You just ruined the show.
Jason.
You just ruined the show.
Everything was fun.
Jason.
We can't edit that. There's only a certain amount of edit that you can legally do.
Jason,
and that has to...
I have friends in this room, and you've embarrassed me.
And you know what, Jason? I know kids, and that's wrong.
Yeah.
You're making jokes about having sex with kids. That's not funny.
Yeah.
Everything else here was funny.
That's not funny.
And then you went too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're making fun of people who can fight back. Children can't fight back.
Yeah.
Why are you
Well,
still
they
laughing?
can't fight back that well.
No. What? No, Jason. If you're going to make fun of kids, make fun of the ones.
Yeah, some of those ones that...
The ones that Tracy Morgan's going to stab.
All right, I would like to try. If you're listening and you're from a big TV network and you've gotten this far into the podcast...
These are just jokes.
Eddie makes me say these things.
We're bleeping this entire episode. Sorry, Eddie. Thanks for coming down. It's just going to go bleep for an hour.
All right, we're done.
That might be...
Was this a mistake coming here?
Eddie will be walking the dog in a park near you.
Do you say the F word in your show?
All the time.
Can we-
But we don't do what you guys do, which is attack these types of groups.
Hey, I've never called them these types of groups.
Well,
they're my
That's
equal, Eddie.
Yeah. I only joke because I care. I'm like Jeff Ross in a roast.
All right, so we're probably going to get shut down for that one right there. iTunes is going to shut us off, which had happened to us in the beginning. iTunes pulled us off for explicit language, and we didn't. Whose fault was that? We blamed it on... Lindsay blamed it on Machete. Machete blamed it on Lindsay.
It was Lindsay's fault.
And then Luke came in and saved us. Luke the albino saved us all from Apple.
But if you notice on Apple, we never get in the new or noteworthy section. we never get in the hey, suggested you should watch this. This is good.
Yet they ranked us. What were we? 23rd this week?
23rd, yeah.
We've been up to 12 and they still won't recognize us. Somebody, if you're at Apple and you listen to the show and you like the show, please contact us at jimandeddie@yahoo.com. We need a friend on the inside.
Just put us in the new and noteworthy.
Yeah, that's all.
Once.
New and noteworthy. Just one time, Apple. We all have your computer. Every one of us.
Stop putting in the Apple sisters or the fucking fuck faces and Kevin Smith can have 3 podcasts, not 7.
Yeah,
I'm putting a limit.
Why can't he just have one podcast that he plays all the time?
But he has it's him and another. It's just them. I don't know what the difference between them are, but he has 7.
All right. Well, Jesse, do you have another thing that happened
speaking
here?
of movies and directors and so on and so forth, we have a Jason Hour is a talented movie creator in his mind, and he had an idea for a movie at one point.
All right, let's just listen to it.
Well, I mean, it was
more to it?
No. Yeah, it was definitely a movie. It was an idea for a movie that sounded very familiar to another podcast personality, which you will find out about right now.
And am I correct in hearing recently that you wrote a sitcom once?
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
You know what? I actually that's very funny. You bring that up, Tim. I
Oh,
forgot
shit.
about that, and he was very upset about that today. I said I have some shit on you. Jason told me the other day out of the blue. I was talking about Cruise and Scientology.
Oh no, that wasn't a sitcom. It was a film. It was a film.
Oh, it was a film.
Someone we know.
Don't start with sitcoms. Go straight into cinema.
Someone we know is gotten involved in Scientology, and I said, you don't want to mess with them. Jason knows a lot about them because Jason, who did you used to barista for?
A coffee company.
Yeah.
I did never ever even met him. I don't like.
Okay. Anyway, we're not going to go over this again.
Arj doesn't know what's going on. He used to be a barista for a coffee company, and he told us off air.
They are his
liar. He told us off air that he worked for.
No.
On air, he won't even say his name.
You won't say
Say
that?
his name.
No.
Say it.
No.
Because he says he's under contract to never say his name.
Even though he no longer works for the coffee company.
No, I just don't want my friend to
You
get,
can
like-
be sued all day, no problems.
Have you seen the
Go over
documentary?
to your house, they
Just
can take
shut
your
up.
massage table and a fucking few bits of hair dye, and off they go.
And my bale of hay.
Okay, so Jason says to me, "Oh yeah, I one time wrote a sitcom.
No, a feature movie.
It's a feature. It's
Oh,
a feature. Yeah, it's a feature.
About what?
About that guy.
Of what guy?
The guy you talk about a lot.
About a barista.
About a barista that was working on set.
So he tells me that there's
Yeah.
a feature-length film, and he made it with this director that I know.
There's
I
a-
happen to have the director's phone number, so I call the director. And
Oh my
said,
God.
Do you have the script that Jason wrote about being a barista for? And he says to me, the director goes, "Here's the text, dude. It's funny, but we never wrote it out."
I wrote a treatment.
No, you didn't write the script.
I did. I blocked it out. I did the index cards. I did everything except for write the whole
He
thing
said,
out.
"Here it is. I have the text."
Because and why and why didn't we write it out? Did he
Jason,
tell you why? Did he tell you why?
Because I'm wearing trainers doesn't mean that I've run a marathon, mate.
You want to read the text?
Do you want to know why
Do you
we
wanna-
did?
I have the text right here.
I know.
He said, "I think we just outlined it." And here's what he said it is. Tom befriends Jason for some inexplicable reason on the set. He takes him to his trailer. Then they have popsicles.
No, that's bullshit. Eric is making shit up.
As Jason leaves in the set van, he slams the van into reverse and smashes the van into the building wall. When he gets out to check the damage, he sees he's killed crushing him into the stucco wall of the studio. He panics and drives off. A manhunt ensues. When they catch him, Scientologists surgically make Jason into and tell him not to worry. He's like the fifth one.
It's not that bad.
Right.
This is funny because in one of the old Ricky Gervais podcasts, Carl Pilkington wrote a film that involved
No.
Yes, sir.
dying and being replaced by someone else.
That's bullshit.
Jason.
You're making that
You've stolen
up.
your entire identity
I am
from
not
Carl.
kidding. I'm not kidding.
I wrote that in 06.
And Carl Pilkington stole it off you.
He did not. That's not true. You're making shit
Yeah,
up.
well, you know what?
I'm telling you, it was on one of the. I don't listen to many podcasts. I listen to the Ricky
all-
Gervais podcast occasionally.
We also got a Twitter.
Maybe we're just pulling from the same-
Well, we got a Twitter from somebody.
Put in Carl Pilkington, Tom Cruise movie.
That's crazy. Are you fucking for real, dude? That's eerie.
I'm not making it up.
That scares me a little.
We got a Twitter.
You're a hack and you don't even make anything. You're gonna put Carl Pilkington talks movie. The most famous person in the world is back to the guy. Okay, if you listen to it, it is exactly the same storyline as Jason's film.
Dude, Jason's freaking out, dude.
That's weird.
Identity crisis.
That's not my fucking like I came up
Do you
with
know
that
how much?
originally.
You know how much they're gonna come after you?
Do you know? Do you know that I worked? I
people-
came up with that idea when I was working.
People
I'm
think
sorry,
that we
Raj.
invented you like to be like Carl Pilkington, and they don't know that you're a real thing. And now you're doing these bits.
Done. We're done.
That was years ago.
We're
I
done.
wrote that too.
We're done.
I'm fucking suing his
This
ass.
show's over.
I'm suing him.
We might as well close up. Arch, can you take some time off to fill Jason's spot?
Here you go. The new film idea. Let's just play a little bit of it so we can hear it.
We're back. We listened to it. The verdict is...
We just listened to the Ricky Gervais podcast, and it turns out that Jason's movie's exactly the same as Carl Pilkington's.
But
like exactly the same.
I'll pull up my employment records from that company, and I'll tell you when I came up with that. And like,
well, I'll talk to Eric Heimbolt.
That's cool. He can have it.
And
he can have it. That's fine.
Hey, I got to be honest with you, Jason. I don't think it's getting made. I don't think there's a big debate here on whether who's going to get credit for when it becomes a blockbuster film.
It's a good idea, though. My idea was, what was his idea of how they do it?
His idea was the same as your idea.
Yeah, exactly.
My idea was that the Scientologists were actually connected to the aliens, and that's where the technology came from, where you can actually
You did give it a different twist. At the end.
No, completely. And it was coffee was the root, and it was because that company had a contract with him, and that's where the idea
Carl
came
Pilkington's
from.
character was a plumber, so
Because I had a shitty day. I had a machine hit me in the side of the head and cut my ear, and it's bleeding.
And what
and it was
type
like-
of machine hit you in the side of the head?
It was an espresso machine.
Right, and why did it espresso?
Because the guy who
why did you have one up so high when you were making coffee?
No, we had to load it into the back of a van.
Oh,
Just like you did in King of California.
Yeah.
No, actually, yeah, kind of. Well, that was like a Volvo station.
I hear that was a black guy who did that. That's a guy.
It's amazing how much Tom Cruise can be a part of the show. Not only do we mention him, there's movies written about him. Wouldn't it be great if, like, on our 100th episode, Tom Cruise comes on the show? What are the chances of that happening?
I don't think it's.
What's that?
We'd have to become Scientologists.
Do you think if we became Scientologists, he'd come on the show?
I think if we became Scientologists, we could get Kirstie Alley.
No, I don't think we could get Kirstie. Yeah, we could probably get the chick from Dharma and Greg.
Jenna Elfman.
No, we could probably get the dude from this Earl. My name is Earl.
He's a Scientologist.
Yeah, everyone's a Scientologist. We're the only ones that aren't. That's why we're not making money. Now, Jim, what were you just saying was your favorite, one of your favorites?
My favorite all-time thing is I always like it when me and Eddie go bang, 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 back and forth, ripping into either Lindsay or Jason.
What you're basically saying, you like when we bully together.
Yeah, but I like it when there's a certain rhythm to how we do it. When we go back and forth, like one comment might be weaker than the other, but as long as we keep the rhythm up, it sounds right.
It's like I guess when you're kicking someone and they're down, and you kick and you don't get the kick in hard enough, and then the next person does, and you see the blood, which excites you, so you get to kick harder.
Exactly. I don't think we ever did it better than when we were talking about Jason's grandfather's stick.
Oh, really? He's a black belt. Oh, that's why you would pick China. Now it all makes sense.
Well, I mean, they do have quite an. What's that?
Long fist.
Long fist. No. Hua fist.
What color? Are you a black belt?
Yes.
You studied. You actually.
Yeah, I took I had to fight 2 people on my black belt test, and
at the same time.
Yes, it was insane.
In New Hampshire?
No, this was actually in Kentucky.
The seat of martial arts. The seat of Shaolin is actually.
Believe it or not, it actually is because of ethnic and cleansing. China.
What?
China. No.
What?
Come on.
Those Nazis were quite the kung fu masters.
Well, not ethnic, but definitely anybody that had money or was an objector to the government in China.
There are words you use that you shouldn't use.
Right. Ethnic was a mistake.
Ethnic cleansing and.
No, it was actually religious. It was for religious. It was a religious cleansing. They actually were killing a lot of the monks, and they fled in between 47 and 49. That's why there's so many Chinese in Australia,
Between 37 and 41.
Indonesia, Vietnam.
That was the Second
here.
World War.
And that's why they.
It was after the World War II when Mao.
What years do you think the Second World War happened?
Well, actually, Japan invaded China in 1937, I think.
And you said 37 to 49.
No, 47 to 49.
Oh, no, that's after.
Yeah, after the war, when there was political struggle, when communism was coming to power, there was this era where there was like a different government called I think they called it, oddly enough, the New Republic or something, which was like.
That's from Star Wars.
Yeah, that's Star Wars, right? No, I think they actually called it something like
You're
that.
mixing mythologies. Go ahead.
So it's okay. Well,
So the Jedi Council, what did they do about this?
And why were they drinking mint julep? And what Kentucky Why was Luke Skywalker in Kentucky teaching you how to fight?
Well, I mean, basically, the reason that I was in Kentucky taking Kung Fu was because Sentei's family left China because
Oh, yeah, Sentei.
Sentei,
Yeah, okay.
that's his name. You can look him up, Wikipedia, whatever. Sin Quan Te, that's my former teacher.
Right.
His family fled China because, oh, my grandpa's thing. Perfect. Can I have that?
Is that your grandpa's wood?
This is my grandpa's wood.
Did we mention this last episode of the episode before? I don't know. I want to tell Adam about this. This stick was found in the back of. It's not a baseball bat. It's like a thing.
It's a nightstick.
And Jason's grandfather gave this to him on his deathbed.
Yes.
Now this was the stick. This was the stick that Jason's grandfather used to keep because he was a bartender.
Yeah.
And in case anyone came in and caused a kerfuffle, he'd beat the shit out of people like that.
The old peacemaker.
Other people in pass war medals onto their grandchildren.
Watches, gold watches.
Gold watches are a thing. Old
Right.
bits of family memorabilia.
Photos.
Advice.
Yeah. Wisdom.
Business. And Jason got a hitting stick from a bar.
One that looks like you could rape with it also. Now, you told
Says a
me
lot.
before you use this for Shaolin to practice. I found it in the trunk of my car. And I said to him, Jason, why is there a stick in my car? And he goes, I was practicing Shaolin.
No.
You told me that the first time. The second time you lied and said you moved. But the first time you said you had to go to a field and practice or something.
No, it's got a good weight to it, and I use it just to exercise the forearms. I do spins with it, like the two. Like
Could you
double-
please do a spin for us?
Well, you have
right
another
now?
object. I can show you a double spin if you want.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm worried about stuff breaking. Ooh, you just kind of.
You almost fucking knocked the lead out this day.
Yeah.
Well, you were looking at me. With
No, I mean I don't
caressing.
have another but like typically you just.
Can you stand over there away from everyone?
No, there's really not
describe
much
it.
demonstration.
We'll describe it. Put the microphone down.
It's key to know your space and your area clearly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like
We don't
with
want
one.
Stop swinging it around Lalit's head.
You'll never get any ethnic cleansing done with that stick.
You don't want to fuck with Armenians.
Yeah.
All right, go stand over there and show us what you can do with it.
Well, I could just
do it.
hit you with it.
No, I don't want you hitting
No,
me,
but you don't need
obviously.
training to learn how to hit with something. That's inherent in
All right,
everybody.
I'll do like a part of a kata.
Okay, wait. First,
Part of the kata. What a wonderful phrase. Part of a kata.
wait, Jason, hold on. Jason, hold on, Jason.
What's this kata's name? Break the TV?
Wait,
All right.
Jason. Now, wait, we need you to bow again?
Apocalypse Now, Charlie.
Something like I don't remember the forms at all, but
They're not important.
but I know. Yeah, no, I mean it's
Forms aren't important in Kung Fu.
Okay, can you do the bow again?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
All right, no, the ancient plastic dog ball thrower.
The chuck it and Grandpa's bat. What you're gonna kill somebody with?
What's the computer? Watch my face. Watch your own face. Watch Ernie's Jesus Christ. No, stop it.
Here we go.
Yeah, let him. I'm not happy about this.
Jim's not comfortable, but we're done.
You were inches away from smashing a computer there.
He was. He was doing some
Did you?
kind of.
Exactly.
No, you didn't. Only because I warned you.
He looked like those girls that aren't cheerleaders.
Drill team.
Yeah.
Drill team.
Yeah. He just did drill team maneuvers, claiming it was some kind of martial arts. And he did it with his grandfather's stick and a chuck it that you throw tennis balls to a dog with.
I like that. I always like that phrase. Jim was like,
Oh, yeah.
"You almost smashed me in the face, but did I?" No, but you almost did. But did I?
That's like if the Germans said that at the end of the war. You almost fucking killed it. Did we?
So that stick actually still lives in this house somewhere, and we use it to beat off homeless people.
Beat up or beat off?
Beat off.
We don't need the stick to beat them up.
Lalit, I got to be honest. I liked when you made out with Meredith, but it didn't do well as a record because no one could see it. And then we played it on YouTube, on the YouTube page, and a lot of guys thought you guys were hot. They did mention how hot you were.
Oh, is that got now on the YouTube?
Yeah, that's on YouTube. The two of them make out. What?
They even liked her purple hair, not Lalit's.
No. Lily, we'll give you another chance.
Awesome. I really loved was Kirk Fox. He was pretty hot, and he fucking made.
Kurt Fox is hot.
Yeah. He almost married Clint Eastwood's daughter.
He married her.
Oh, he did. Oh, well, he almost had a baby.
Well, let's hear that then. You know what I think this is a really good time for?
What?
The Hour of Power.
All right. One douchebag on a couch.
He's an asshole
on
and he's a grouch.
grouch.
He's a douchebag. His name's Jason.
Jason, do any of these movies did you work on? That's the point of this.
Jason Hour.
No, I
Talk
don't
shit.
recognize-
All right.
Jason, right now.
Hi, this is Jason
Oh.
Hour. Welcome to this edition of Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries, the Hour of Power. ADF, I'm sorry. I've had it.
Just fucking go.
So, anyways, I'm here with Kirk. Can you scroll up so I can see his last name?
Nice. I like your timing. I've never seen a cocky barista.
I'm here with Kirk Fox. And actually, Kirk, today
Super, go ahead. Let's see what you got.
Today, you know, we spent a lot of time with you, and
Not that
and,
much,
And
but
you've
go-
not.
Go ahead.
Actually, today instead
You're
of
sitting on
instead
your
of
head.
asking
Relax.
you
Get
any
your hand
questions,
up.
I just wanted to share an epiphany I had today.
Spell it. Spell epiphany before you fucking can have one. Fucking spell it.
Kirk, can you take it easy?
Oh.
How much more comfortable can I look? Go ahead.
Right here, let me get closer. So, anyways, today I had an epiphany that, you know, I've been through a lot in the last year, and one of those things that I've gone through was that I separated from my wife, and well, she actually separated from me, but
because of the shit
today,
that went down at
literally,
the bed and breakfast.
Today, literally, I was riding Eddie's bike today, and I had this thought. I was just realized the comfort of a relationship may be a thing that causes a man to set aside his ambition.
It's not a question. You got to ask questions.
No, I don't want to ask. It's an Hour of Power. It's my show, and I want to know what you think of that. Do you think?
I don't even know what you just fucking think you said. Say it again.
I'm sorry, Kirk, for bringing you here tonight and having you deal with this, but finish your Hour of Power right now. Jason, stop fucking laughing.
Stay focused.
Jason,
You're on the verge of something big.
Jeez.
He was in Wyatt Earp.
Well, I can back it up. Peter said.
Back what up? You'd have to have something to back up.
This is
Ask him
going to get
about
good.
the movies.
This is gonna get
Ask
good.
him about things.
He's got he's got a biblical quote. What was it?
Well, it says it's better.
Arj, you had the good hour.
Arj, bye.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Kirk.
Why are you apologizing to
What
me?
did St. Peter say?
Well, it sounded,
wasn't married.
It felt better in my head on the way here, and I guess it's just not a good thing to talk about.
What?
The idea that maybe the relationships hold us back in life.
What does that have to do with Kirk?
Listen.
Oh, Lalit, chime in. Come in. You know,
No. Don't let any fucking. You let him run with this.
I'm not bailing you out.
Relationships do hold us back.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What do you want to know about it?
In what way?
I don't know.
They hold you back. They hold you back unless you want companions or a child.
Yeah, if you want a child, they help the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want to kill yourself, sometimes they can be a good support system.
Unless they know better.
Yeah.
So you're trying to justify your loneliness when you're riding around on a bicycle, just fucking
Whenever
selling shit to.
Whenever I
It made
Brazil?
sense on the way here.
Whenever I
don't
tell
know.
the story of Jason to people who don't know him very well, I go, "Oh, this isn't his wife left."
I
him."
wouldn't tell the story. I would just show pictures.
I want to show pictures, and the first thing that anyone ever says is, "How did the wife stay for so long?"
How long? 2 pops, I heard.
12
I heard
years,
he
12
came
years.
twice.
12 years.
12 years.
Were you there for all of them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Be honest.
I'm a good
be
cook.
honest with me. Was she being held hostage?
No.
Did she live in a basement?
And Kirk, when you said,
Yes, go ahead, Eddie.
I just
Nice
show,
to see you.
I just show a picture of him. Somebody today Twittered out of the blue or on Facebook, on our Facebook page, put a picture of him and them lighting it on fire. Did you see that?
That's someone who thinks you're hot. That's like voodoo.
I took it as a good note. Like, I'm on fire. I don't know. You know.
But that's why you don't need anybody.
You took that as you're on fire.
Literally.
Someone lights a picture of you and you think that's good.
Hey, are we gonna weigh in? I'm curious as to know.
No, we're not weighing in this week.
Oh, we're not gonna weigh in this
We'll
week.
weigh in a month.
In a month?
Yeah, no, he's doing it every week. A pound here, a pound there. We want to see a finished product.
Well, that's not episodic.
Hey, what's the purpose of this?
No, these
None.
two are trying to lose weight and.
No, I mean this whole thing?
I don't
Nothing.
know.
We have no
Nothing.
idea.
I don't know. It's pointless.
No, but I like it.
We have no other better way to spend our Mondays and Tuesdays.
I gotta say, I do like your listeners.
Why?
Because they light
I just
them
like
up.
them.
That they light people on fire.
Yeah, they seem to know what to burn.
Why do you enjoy Jason
Because-
being berated?
If you, Jason does this to me every day.
If you've been raped, you'd like the other person.
Exactly. One rape deserves another.
I've got to say, probably our most controversial episode of all the shit that we did that got us in trouble. The one we got phone calls the next day that we were in big trouble was Caden Cross. When Caden Cross came on, we just wanted to give Jason a lap dance, and we thought it'd be funny. But then we interviewed her, and we were expecting her being a porn star that she could talk about anything, seeing that she's had thousands of cocks in her. But apparently,
No, I haven't. I've just fucked the same 5 guys on screen 100 times.
Yeah. So apparently, girls like that, you're not allowed to talk the way Jim and I did. And we found that out from her company, her publicist, her. We've never heard from her since. But
no, she's probably dressed in a 5-year-old's princess's outfit.
So let's listen to that.
When I wanked off to you on Spankwire today, I didn't know what company it was.
See?
Yeah, that's all free.
Well, part of that is I was in
I
contract
hit the
with-
Apple sign on my laptop.
I put mine right in the trash can.
Because that's how I do it. I put the laptop high up on my chest with the battery burning into my rib cage, and I put you on the screen so I don't have to see what I'm doing. And then I wank off, and then bang, and then the laptop works as a shield for my face.
Something about that was a little flattering.
How did you get into porn?
No, I want to know again why she. That's a dumb question. I
like her. Okay, but what was the first decision, Mac? What was the first moment where you went?
Her uncle's finger.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
That has been so overplayed. I'm sorry. That
It
was
is
so
true, though. I read it. I've got a book- I've got a book here. I've got a book here.
It's a
called
pirated
The
joke.
Why are you telling a porn star about a book you know she can't read, Eddie?
There's a book called The Idiot's Guide to Porn Stars, and it says that 85% of all porn stars are sexually molested.
Are you really asking this girl if she's been sexually molested?
No, I'm asking you. Have you been sexually molested?
I'll put it this way. I could be a porn star. You better fix this. If I was her, I'd be pissed off right now.
Oh, come on. Did I hurt your feelings?
No, you didn't hurt my feelings.
Okay. Did I hurt his feelings?
She doesn't have feelings anymore.
I was molested.
I love how you made me to be the bad guy. When you were talking about strangling her, choking her. I talked to her publicist today, and her publicist was like, "I'm like, we're really nice guys. We're gonna have a fun time." And now I feel
But we're not bad guys.
Have we crossed the line?
No, you haven't crossed a line. I mean, clearly it's just porn we're talking about.
You're with Digital Playground, correct?
Right.
And how old are you now?
25.
20. And when did you start with them?
21. Or no,
21.
digital a year ago.
When did you start porn?
21, I started porn.
21 and just bam, out of the blue. Let me guess, a boyfriend got you into it.
No.
Really? You wanted to do it?
No, like when you asked how I got into porn, a modeling agent approached me and said, "Hey, do you want to do porn?"
And you said yes?
That's not a story.
No, it's a good story though. Did you think about it?
I thought about it. And
Like for how
then
long?
I did it.
Minutes? Seconds?
9 months.
And how the first time, was that awkward or did you enjoy it? You dove straight in?
What were you doing prior to that?
No, she had to have the baby. That's why I took
Jim, she was stripping before that. When you started stripping, what were you doing prior to stripping?
I was a waitress.
Okay, and you just went, I want
Okay, so I got a good question for you. When did you decide to become a waitress?
And is it
just not even?
Is this because black people? No, because this is true. Black people are terrible tippers. Is this why you don't? That's why you don't fuck black?
Brian,
Speaking of getting fucked a lot, one of my favorite episodes is Jesse, by the way, is
That was your good one? While we were listening to it, you went, I'll do the outro. I've got a good one. Speaking of things, here's another thing.
Hey, I think you guys all know it. Bobby Lee, very funny comedian. Apparently got diddled when he was young, and he told us that story about getting diddled.
I don't know if this story is 100% true.
I think it's a bit.
I pray it is. I once picked a fight with Jackie Chan in Hong Kong. Not actually physically saw him. And I never got more complaints for anything I've ever done than that.
No, he's an actor.
They fucking love him. I'm in Hong Kong. I'm in a radio station promoting the gig I'm doing in Hong Kong. And they'll go, Jackie Chan has an office in this building. And so I did like a little bit on the radio, like, I hear Jackie Chan's in this building, and if he's mad enough to think he can fight me, he should meet me at this venue at 3 p.m., 8 p.m. where we're doing a a
God.
gig. You know, I do that type of stuff. Just letters of people going, "Who the hell do you think you are?
Oh wow,
you can't beat Jackie Chan." And I'm thinking, "Oh no, I can't."
Jackie Chan's the reason why. Okay, I relapsed from doing drugs because of Jackie Chan.
Really?
Wow.
I had 13 years. Listen, at 17, I grew up in San Diego and I did a lot of crystal meth.
Right.
You know what I mean? And a lot of, and I was molested.
Oh yeah, of course you were. Of course you were.
He thinks I was.
No, I was molested by a guy with Down syndrome.
Were you really?
By the looks of your genitals, like a guy with a lot of black paint.
And without clippers.
Yeah.
You need to shave that shit down.
I know.
Yeah, it's not groomed at all.
What it is that my pubes don't curl.
Anyway,
and they make it look
so I have enough. I have as much hair as you do, but mine just stick out like hello. You know what I mean, like that. You know what I mean?
Like Gizmo.
And yours curl. Yeah, like Gizmo.
Right. So a Down syndrome person molested
but that's
you.
not the.
No, but you can't say that's not the story.
That's not the story.
That's the best story ever.
That's the opener. No, that's
How
the
did
opener.
maybe he was just hugging
Thank
you for a
good
long
night
time.
after that.
No. What happened was this. I lived in. Okay, I was born in San Diego, and then we moved to Minnesota, Edina. Okay, and there was this field, right? That in the wintertime there was a
of Downies. It was a Downy
Look at
farm.
Jason laughing at him.
Fuck you, Jason.
Jason was molested too.
Were you molested by Downey?
No. No, whoever molested him molested a Downy.
So anyway, there was this field, right, where during the summers a guy would mow the lawn, he would live in the shack, and in the wintertime it was an ice skating rink. Okay?
Right.
So they had a...
Hold the microphone up to your mouth if you're going to make sense.
Jason, this guy is pouring his heart out about his molestation story, and you're laughing at him.
So then what happened was this guy had candy in the rafters.
Oh, you gotta.
They all do.
You have to have candy.
Yeah. How else are they going to get you in there?
Yeah. But the thing is
egg rolls. No, I'm gonna stop.
No. Jim, you can do as many as you want.
Okay. Fortune cookies.
Yeah. At least you get a message. But
you're about to be raped.
I couldn't read. I was young. But anyway, so he would lure everyone. All the kids got molested by this guy. Right?
Really?
Once. I got molested 5 years every day.
You're a good-looking guy.
No, that's not why. I love candy. I really love candy so much. It's so delicious.
Was there ever a time that you went back there where he was like, "Look, just take the candy. I'm not up for it today. I got a headache."
Did you get to request what kind of candy you wanted?
Yeah, he had so much. And the thing is,
gobstoppers.
This is how stupid I am as a kid, though, right? The thing is that when you molest somebody, you got to speak English, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think you're cute, cute or whatever. This guy just went, you know what I mean? He couldn't even speak. And I just,
you knew what he wanted.
I understood everything.
Yeah, he had you.
Oh, you want my fingers in your asshole? Okay.
He had your cock in his mouth.
No, I didn't do that. But can we go back to the Jackie Chan?
Yeah. So Jackie Chan made you take drugs again?
No. Yeah. So what happened was, so then I think I did a lot of, I started doing drugs when I was 13 when we moved back to San Diego, my family, right? And then I went to 3 rehabs by the time I was 17. And then I got sober when I was 17 years old, okay? And I stayed sober until I got onto Mad TV, okay? And that was in year 2000, okay? So what happened was, the first week I was there, one of the producers said to me, and I'm not even lying, right? He goes, "Listen, I was there during your auditions. I don't think you're talented." That's what he said in his office. Yeah, in his office. He goes, I thought it was joking. I go, what? What? And he goes, yeah, and I'm not going to be campaigning. You know what I mean? To get your shit on. Right?
Wow.
So I go, oh. And I walk out of the office. I literally started to cry. You know what I mean? It hurt, because you work so, you're like, oh, finally on a show, right?
Well, you didn't have candy in there.
So then what happened was, I took that, right? And then I heard Jackie Chan was guest starring on Mad. And I just got on the show.
Well, they've already had one, so they didn't need you.
Right. And I'm a huge fan, right? I grew up with him, you know what I mean?
Have you seen Ip Man?
What?
Have you seen the movie Ip Man?
No.
Okay, we'll get into that.
Okay, get it. So anyway, what happened was I wrote the producer a letter Not the one that said that to me, another one. I said, you know, well, I'm not going to say his name, but I said, I'm a huge fan, I grew up with him, and I know there's a hierarchy. Everyone wants to be in the sketch with Jackie Chan. I don't even need a line. You know what I mean? Just make me a background. I'm a cast member. You know what I mean? And then a couple of months down the road, I watched the show, and he was on the show, and I didn't no one called me. You know what I mean?
Like you weren't even on the set?
As soon as I saw it, I relapsed. And I did 2 years I just started taking 30 Vicodins a day.
Fuck.
Every day. Started drinking 24 hours a day. I was spiraling out of control. And then at the end of my second season, they fired me. And but that's a whole different story.
It's a funny thing.
Then you got back on.
Many people have things in their lives where someone, say, commits suicide or a death in the family, and they relapse drugs. And I hear and also not meeting Jackie Chan is also a big reason for many people.
Like when you went to rehab, when you went to rehab, and you told that to the counselor, did the counselor go, "We hear this all the time"?
like, did you tell the counselor like 4 hours of not meeting Jackie Chan, and then at the end go, "I was molested every week"?
It's funny when we heard Bobby Lee tell that story because everyone laughed and thought it was hilarious that he got raped by a retard. But all of a sudden I tell a story about my dad fucking with retards and everyone gets mad at me. I don't know why I ever told the story.
It's because he's got a small dick and he's Asian, I think.
Who, my dad?
Exactly.
We used to live on this street, Woodshire Drive in O'Hara Township, and there was a guy on our street. Like, he seemed really old to me, but he was autistic or Down syndrome or something. His name was Barry Jordan.
He wouldn't be Down syndrome. They don't age.
I don't know how old he was, but
they just turn white like chocolate that's been left in the sun.
Very large and very strong, and he used to wave his arms a lot and rub his hands together and go, "Hi Eddie, what do you think the weather's going to be like tomorrow?" He always wanted to know about the weather and how tall are you? How tall are you? And he would go back to back.
Wouldn't you love to be one of those people?
Sort of. It would make life very
the
easy.
joy that would just be
how's the weather?
They're not depressed.
You're concerned about the weather and how tall people are. Your sexual drive's sort of a weird sort of grey area. You know, basically, people with Down syndrome have superhuman strength. And their fucking cocks are really big, and that when it comes down to it, that's all any of us wants.
I had a friend that worked in a home, and he said they fuck like mad. Actually,
all right, now that's wrong, but that's just your friend's fucking freaky fantasy. But this guy used to come down to our house. He would walk his dog Tabby, and he used to go Tabby, Tabby, and my dad used to tell Barry that he had super cereal. This is my dad, this is how cruel. And he would just bring down regular cereal out of the kitchen and feed Barry this cereal and tell him that it gave him superhuman strength, and then make him do shit like jump over fences that he would like fall over, and he would make him like chase kids around the neighborhood, and you'd have like scary like mongoloid Barry chasing you because my dad would go get him, and he had like this, and
these stories are horrible.
I know.
Why would you tell this? I don't know why you don't keep this.
I think I'm changing my diagnosis.
Why wouldn't you just keep this to yourself forever?
Commander?
We've got a therapist on the show. I thought maybe I'd get it out there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
These are things that I would never tell another living person.
Yeah. So that's where it came from with me. Jason's holding his head like it's the worst thing he's ever heard.
So is this Blake still alive?
I'm not sure.
Or did your dad make him impale himself on a fence?
No, I'll check. I don't know if he's on book.
He's on Netbook. No, they have a social network for people with Down syndrome. It's called Big Round Facebook.
Yeah, I guess that explains why I'm the dickhead that I am. Jim, there was something you wanted to talk about?
I want to do when Jason. I listened to this in my car just the other day, and it made me laugh. And this is about. This was the episode where we got Jason drunk for the first time, we were making him do a shot the whole time. It was really Lindsay encouraging him.
That's when we didn't have any ideas. We had done like 4 episodes, and we're like, "What are we gonna do?"
We didn't
now?
have a guest that day, and we just thought we'd just get Jason drunk, and we didn't even have good alcohol. We had like this basic stuff called vodka, which is and we fed him alcohol, and he told a mildly racist, anti-Semitic story about how Pringles were invented.
Montgomery, Ohio, which is a suburb of Cincinnati, where I lived.
Yeah.
My immediate neighbor,
where the Heimlichs are from,
was the
Right,
Phil
it was a
Heimlich.
hot Russian Jew that used to masturbate too.
And her father.
And her father as well.
Masturbate to her father.
Now we're in a different place. So, anyways, her father escaped from a concentration camp in Nazi Germany.
Right.
Smuggled a family out of that place in a fucking cart that was covered. Looked like he was a gypsy traveling with. Wait, they went into camps too. I don't know who. Anyways, he made it out of the fucking on foot out of Nazi Germany.
Right.
Emigrated to America or immigrated
On foot.
Right.
No. He took a boat.
Okay.
At one
all right.
point, I'm
Yep,
sure
yep.
he took a boat.
Sure.
What kind of boat?
I'm sure it was a steamer. Anyways, in Germany, while he was in the concentration camp, he thought of and developed the idea for the Pringles. Right?
I'm sorry.
Like dehydrated. Hey, wait, no, this is not bullshit. This is real. Of
course it is.
This is my neighbor, and
He invented Pringles.
Yes.
While he was escaping, he didn't think
No, the inventor of Pringles lived in a.
Jeez, those people in those concentration camps got hungry.
Which is a way to preserve food for long-term storage.
Is how? In tennis ball cans.
Dehydration. He dehydrated potatoes while he was in the camp.
Was he a man with an oval head and a moustache?
No, he was a slender, kind of like Royce, slender, small Hebrew guy. But he created Pringles in his head while he was in the camps.
So what's the invention of the Pringle? That's getting potatoes and smashing them into a shape. And then making him into a fry.
Immigrated to the U.S.
So the moral of the story is if the Germans had gotten him, he wouldn't have killed everybody with that trans fat acid.
Or shit their pants. Which is,
I really want Pringles now.
Interestingly, I got my SAG card.
But that's what the whole story was about.
On the commercial, I got
6-minute detour.
my first national commercial audition success was for Pringles. That's
Great
how I got
success.
SAG. I got Taft-Hartley into SAG with Pringles.
Did you tell them this story at the audition?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah.
This is before I smoked.
Obviously, just from looking at you weren't playing one of the people in the concentration camp.
My manager, my agent was like, "Hey, you're gonna make 20 grand, blah blah blah." The problem was the Pringles commercial. This is just a fucking epiphany of my life. The problem was the Pringles commercial that I got my SAG card on, and I was expecting to make 70 grand on royalties.
20 grand, like
well,
a second ago.
it grows. It
No,
was
of course, yeah.
Back then,
Interest from when you began the story to in the end.
No, this is the 90s, and
Yeah,
in the
this is
90s,
back when people used to buy islands with an Arby's commercial.
It's true. It's true what he says.
Yeah, people buy islands.
Anyways, the Pringles commercial that I got that got me into the union was the Pringles with Olestra. And Olestra made you shit your pants, which was like a childhood trauma, and that's basically makes sense to me.
You had it as hard as those Russian people who had to escape from the concentration camp. This is really a story of hardship.
Yeah, so that's trusting Jason and all his knowledge and wisdom. That's how Pringles were invented. Everybody.
Lindsay was very good on that one.
But Lindsay was really good. We just lost Lindsay to famine. And Lindsay, when Lindsay went, we had to get Lalit. Did you know Lindsay at all as a person?
I met her a few times at the coffee shop.
When her zipper broke was probably the funniest thing ever.
She had some really tight pants.
She did wear some tight pants.
She still does.
Yeah.
Let's hear the part where her zipper broke.
I got to go. Lindsay drove me to the dry cleaners. I had to drop something off, and I go in with her, and she's like, "No, I'll drop it off for you." And I go, "I got to tell him what to do."
I was picking something up. I had to pick something up.
And you go, "No, I'll do it." And I go, "No, I want to go in. I got to go in." She goes, "No, don't." I go in.
That's not what happened.
It is. And the little Asian guy behind the counter goes like this: "I tried to fix your zipper." but it
not what
keeps
happened.
popping out.
It keeps popping
They had to put an industrial strength zipper and it popped out.
That's not what happened.
They found one of Twitch's shoes attached.
Yeah. You're going to die alone because you rub too much of the pasta, Lindsay.
Listen, I bought the jeans. They said they were stretched denim. Apparently, they just didn't stretch. They were size 3. I want that noted.
Gunther, up.
A European 3.
They were size 3, and I brought them in. And as I was putting them on, they still had the tags on, so I was putting them on for them to hem them for me. The zipper went. So I went back to the store and got a new pair of jeans, and then came back to the cleaner to put them on to get them hemmed. And as I was putting them on again, the zipper broke.
Either they're too tight or you have a violent, sharp clit.
I think it was just a faulty. It was a terrible zipper. It was a cheaply made garment.
Yeah, it's always a garment.
So I said, you know what? I like the jeans, size 3. And I just wanted them to put a new zipper in.
So she asked for some industrial strength latches.
And it did, you know.
Military grade accoutrement.
Well, so Eddie dropped off a shirt, and I said, "Oh, I'm picking up as well. I have these jeans," and they come out and said, "Oh yeah, this is the second time. We're not going to fix the zipper because it's just going to break again."
Not
And this is what he said.
Miss Vinci.
You got the big Italian contest. Too much for the jeans.
Why is this jeans just acid wash around the crotch?
You got firecracker and pussy.
But Eddie's face was like a kid in a fucking can. You look over and he's smiling. And I wanted to die. I died inside, and I looked at the guy, and I grabbed the jeans, and I ended up taking them to another cleaner who put the zipper in fine. I brought them somewhere else. I said I need a new zipper. They put the zipper in.
Oh yeah, you'd have to go to Italian cleaners for that. They're used to.
Jason's in a silent laugh right now where he might get hurt.
Poor zipper's all rusted out with that pussy juice. You look like you get very wet. I bet. Like that Twitcher guy he didn't die of suffocation. It was dying of like drowning. You know, and that puttanesca sauce of yours.
Your jean zipper looked like it came from the Titanic.
The wetness is not in the pussy; it's in the wrinkles.
Size 3. Again, I just want to note they were a size.
Size 3. That's what? Fingers, feet,
college rings,
fists,
yeah, tree rings.
right. Mongoloid knuckles.
This is not funny. Are we done with this?
No.
What are the sizes on bowling balls?
It's a lot of fun.
Anyways, end of the story. I brought them somewhere else, and the zipper is fixed, and now they stay on. I just have to
pull the aluminum siding up.
Yeah, you need to get rid of zippers. You're more a Velcro guy.
Breakaway.
Just sweatpants, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Just sweatpants.
Just a snuggie.
They grow with you.
Yeah. or a couple of sarongs stitched together.
Right. I'll take the moo-moo.
Oh, God.
She's not happy now. She just passed the microphone back to Jason. Ah, the passing of the fat flame.
It smells like a Zeppeli.
That was a pretty bad beating that Lindsay got there, and she took it well. But the best beating on the show by far ever was the night that we all went out and got fucked up. It was the night we started ripping up money in front of Jason. And then we came back here and with Example, who's got like the #1 album in the UK. And he came back.
#1 star in the UK.
He's a big fan of the show. And he wanted to do the podcast. And we got Machete out of bed at like, what time? Probably 3 in the morning?
Around midnight, I think. You guys rang us up.
And then we started the podcast, 2 a.m.?
Yeah, around there.
And we proceeded to get even more fucked up. And then Jason, because he'd taken a punch in an earlier episode in the stomach, he thought it would be great to punch him in the face. So let's listen.
Jason has mentioned in his alcoholism tonight things we've never heard from him before that are terrifying.
Why would they be terrifying?
Just stuff, you mentioned stuff, like you tried to make me punch you in the jaw.
Well, just for stress relief. If you needed to hit me when I'm drunk, it's a good time to do it.
Can I hit you?
Yeah?
He wants you to punch him in the jaw.
Jim, you punched me like 15 times tonight.
Bit in the face? Can I hit you in the face?
I want to see this, please. Let's do this.
Can I hit you once in the face?
Once.
Jim, get up in
Not
there.
an eyeball shot.
I really don't want this to happen.
Eddie, you understand that I'm comfortable with it?
Okay, this is gonna hurt my hand, and this will be awkward for
Yeah, he
everyone.
might break his hand.
Jim, punch him now.
Yeah.
Can I just punch you in the neck?
No, Jim, just punch him in the face.
I just punch you in the neck.
In the front of the
There's been
side.
way too much
Sides are
drinking.
better.
I'll punch you in the side of the neck.
We called Machete at midnight and told him to come.
All right, okay, get up.
Right now, Jim is standing
Eddie.
on his feet. Jason's on his knees. Are you
It
gonna,
might be a regret for you, but
Are you
I'm
going to
at the
get up?
bottom.
Okay, so Jason's
I want
standing.
to. Okay, open your neck up.
Right here?
Hold on. Let me describe what's happening. Jim is lining up right now to punch Jason in the neck.
Okay, you're gonna hold it.
Jason's
You're gonna hold
flexing,
this. You're gonna hold this microphone up to your
doing
mouth.
some
Jim,
weird-
put the microphone by his neck. Put the microphone
this
by his
is
neck
gonna
so you can
hurt.
hear it.
Jim is about to punch Jason
Put
in
the
the
microphone
jaw.
by his neck so you can hear
Well,
it.
are you punching him in the neck or the jaw?
The neck.
He's going to punch him in the neck as hard as he can. And Jason getting ready.
Go.
Okay. I gotta line this up because I could hit you in the jaw.
I don't want to see any part of this.
And I don't want to hit anything.
Machete's filming it.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
Jason's. Oh, that was good.
That's all he's got.
Yeah.
That was upsetting for me
Why?
because I like.
He hit me pretty hard, but
Oh, but I didn't do my full swing. Give it again on the go. Put
he
down,
didn't really
Go right
hit
there.
dude, I went to bruises on my arm.
No, he only pulled that back like a foot. If he's really going to hit you. Why are you fucking flexing?
Okay, move.
Right in the middle.
Move.
That's my throat.
You want me to punch
No,
the
don't
fucking
hit him
Adam's
in the
apple?
throat. Don't hit
You
him in
can't
the
do the
throat.
Adam's apple. You can't do that.
If you hit him in the jaw, you'll knock him out.
You serious? I don't want to hit you. Okay, I'm gonna hit you.
Oh my god.
Not in the windpipe. Not in the windpipe. Right here.
Do it side by neck.
In the jaw.
Oh my god.
It's all right. Do you understand? Jim's nothing. Like I really went through like serious training.
Jason just pushed Jim down onto the couch.
I've actually hurt my hand more than I've hurt his face.
I'm worried he's going to wake up and fucking spank me. Like, he's a big guy.
I will defend you. Example.
He looks like he could fuck people up if he wanted to.
Bitterness defiles many. I would never hold.
Bitterness defiles many.
I'm letting you.
No, I don't want to punch you. I
Did
don't
you
want to
just
punch you.
hear that example?
Dude, he's got Viking blood. Do you see how thick his wrist
I'm not
is?
sure.
This is gonna hurt.
You
Example's
sure?
lined up.
I'm not going to punch him really hard. I'm just going to punch him.
Is that it?
Well, no, I can hit harder, but I don't want to hit you harder. I don't want to hit you
Deja
harder.
vu about this.
Are you sure?
He's still standing. Example.
You know what's funny?
I don't want to hit you again. That was pretty fucking
It
hard.
doesn't hurt.
Oh,
Well, it doesn't bother me.
Oh.
Really weird.
It's
no, even
going
when
to
I was a kid,
tomorrow.
When I was 10 years old.
Example just punched him so fucking hard in the face. It was unbelievable.
It's weird.
And
All my
Jason
life,
just stood
I honestly feel like
like he was Drago out of fucking Rocky 4.
I think I could have been a fighter. I honestly do. Like I
I'm
swear.
actually quite scared
like,
of him
I
now.
don't. Like
You
it
should
never
be.
hurt me.
Can we stop the punching?
Eddie, punch him in the face.
That was
No, I
pretty-
won't.
Eddie, you have to.
No, I won't. do
Eddie,
it.
Eddie, everyone has.
Be a last chance.
No, there's no way.
Eddie,
I'd
you
ever
have to
Alright.
punch him, or me and Jim are going to
That's why
punch
I
you.
know Eddie
we
really
will-
loves me.
Me and Example will physically punch
We will
you.
do you a left, right, in the
guys,
cheek.
If you guys hit me, I'll hit you right back.
That's
and
cool,
harder.
but that's cool. We want
But-
that.
but-
We want that. We want to incite
No,
violence.
come on.
I cannot hit Jason.
There's
in the
two of
Eddie.
us.
Nope.
There's
Eddie,
two of us.
Eddie fucking loves it. I punched him, and I punched him pretty hard, and he loved it.
I will not punch Jason because I guarantee I'd knock him unconscious.
Eddie,
Oh,
You
fuck
guarantee?
Fuck off,
I'll bet
Eddie, I'll bet you $100.
$100 that I won't knock you,
You
out.
can't knock me out.
Jason, how much you wanted to punch you?
I'm gonna tell you something.
Jason, I'll knock
Mate, you got a
out for
fucking
sure.
good chin. Fair
I'm
play
gonna
to
tell you
you.
something about Eddie If.
Fair play to you. Fucking high five.
All the bullshit aside, Eddie If loves me like a brother.
All right, line up. I'm gonna
All right,
fucking
talk your shit.
Yeah, irritate you.
But he doesn't
I
want to
can't
hit
believe
me.
you wouldn't
He
hit
doesn't want to hit
him.
me because he was.
Why?
Line up.
Can't hit him.
No, but I didn't. I didn't do that. When I hit
Jim, we
you,
moved the 40-pound dresser upstairs, and you were winded. Eddie can do 170-pound overhead squats.
I will
respect
punch you
his
again, you
understanding that
fat
he
piece of shit.
he can hit probably 6 or 7 times harder than you. No offense. No offense.
Let's give it another
He's
go.
the in-shape comic.
Come on, I'm like a steamroller.
You guys have to stop this.
Jim, go
Here
ahead.
we go.
Is that what you're gonna do?
You've watched me live.
Jason's standing up. Jim is holding his fist at his chest.
Jason.
You understand?
Jason.
I'm the rock you will break yourself against.
Fucking hell.
Do you understand that?
I will break my hand
Staring each
On my
other
face.
in the eyes
just to
right
hurt your
now.
face.
You won't hurt it though.
Jim, do it.
I don't bruise.
Jim, fuck him up.
Go ahead. Pick it up. Childhood. Come on.
Childhood. Don't say the word childhood.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, you're upsetting me.
We can work through emotional issues that other people.
Jason's holding a wine glass while he's about to take a punch.
This is unbelievable.
Are you
Jim
serious?
Jeffries.
Are you
top
serious?
comic
Jim
in the
is
UK.
lined up, ready to punch
Number
him in the
7 in
face.
the US.
All right,
Let's go.
don't start talking, Jason. Jason, I want you to know before I do this,
Jim,
that I love you very
Jim,
much.
pivot off the left foot. Pivot off the left foot.
Yeah, for sure.
Pull back.
This isn't gonna
Jason.
Jim, you understand? I don't let people do this, and only you.
Jason.
Go ahead.
Jason.
Wait, what about example? You let example.
I let example. Well, he's 1.4 million now.
Jason, I love you, okay?
Oh, this is going to be the one that knocks him out.
No, as long as my neck doesn't move, my brain won't rattle. Go. Oh, that's it.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Wow, he just hit him again. And
My friends wanted me to fight a bear when I was 19. They actually, no bullshit. Like, no bullshit. When I was 19 years old, there was a club. There was a club in Cincinnati, Ohio. They actually had a bear. $120.
I woke up with a sore hand.
Did you really?
I did, yeah. I had a sore hand the next day. I couldn't quite remember what had happened. My hand was bruised.
That's on our YouTube page. You got to see how fucking hard you hit him. I'm impressed. Example hits him in the stomach. You hit him in the face in unison. It was like you fucking timed it perfectly. Poor fucking guy. And he woke up the same thing. He's like, my face hurts. I don't know why.
The only person or the only group of people that took a harder beating than Jason on the show, I think, April Macy's grandparents.
Oh, that was. April came by and gave us. She named the show "The Rape Cottage," and called us. What was the nickname she called us?
Puss Sounds Talk. Wait, Puss Sounds Make Talkie Talk?
Two Puss Sounds make talkie talk. And and then Jim proceeded to terrorize her grandparents.
Glad you said that and not bang them.
Let's listen to it.
I would like to say that this female comic that we're about to talk about is I would say probably the funniest female comic in America for mine.
And why did we really want to have her on? What were we both in agreement of?
We've given a wine and we've never given another guest alcohol. That says everything you need to know. We're like plying her full of drugs and we're locking the door because there's a rape in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome April Macy.
Hey, can I say when I walk down, it's like a dark alley to this rape cottage in the back. Like, there's just a sadness to it. You have to like creep past bushes, and
we're not even a real number. We're like something and a half.
And a half. I had to like ask some faggot that lives in the front. Who the fuck it was?
Oh, you don't even know who he is. We pray he doesn't listen to the podcast. He doesn't listen, does he?
No, I don't think he does. And I can't tell him.
Jason,
Jason, what do you call explain
him?
what he is.
G&G.
G&G. What's that mean?
Gay, not gay.
And what is it? Explain the relationship there.
Well, I mean, he's married to a woman, but he's very
gay.
Gay. And what is she?
When I met him, I thought he was gay. And then I saw that he had a wife, and I was like, he's gay, not gay.
Redheads or blondes?
Redheads. Now, redheads do taste different.
Yeah.
But you're not a natural redhead.
No, but what do they taste
But
like?
if I said
there's something a bit more
pungent. What is it?
No, it's
as you're making the mouth gesture.
It's got a thicker. It's a more viscous type of.
Okay.
It's
a good word.
Throw up.
Yeah, you like that?
It's a good word.
Yeah, you fancy me now, don't you? Viscous. You thought I was just a...
Viscous is the way you describe your oil when it isn't good in your motor. That don't.
Well, pass it on.
Viscosity is the thickness of a liquid, right?
What's the viscosity of your vagina fluid?
I'm not talking about.
Yours never gets past the matted hair.
It's powdery.
You animals. You two are fucking animals.
What did he say?
Bam!
Say it again.
I said it's powdery.
So
is that the fucking flaps flapping in the wind when you make that sound?
When she queefs, there's a big fucking
Dust comes out.
Dust comes out. I reckon ghosts. I reckon the ghost of Twitcher just falls out.
She has to beat her vagina with a broom from time to time, take it outside. Put it on the patio.
You just get the welcome mat off the front and give it a good whack.
My Nana comes over and beats it.
Sometimes
Sometimes
there's
she
something
uses
about
a woman
plunger.
on woman crime that's so much more fun.
I feel
like when you actually went on about a vagina, I'm like, yeah, take that, Lindsay, and your big flap dusty vagina.
I'm so
Lindsay's
empty.
actually giving me. You know what? I will give Lindsay credit because she does edit the show and she does leave these
she leaves
these
it all
things
in.
in because we give her full edit control and she leaves these things in.
How's your self-esteem been doing since you started the show?
Really great.
And your sister, we were talking about your sister, and your sister who's a farm girl.
Yes.
She's out at the moment.
She's back home. She flew out.
What?
Yesterday.
She was sick though. What was wrong
She's
with
very
her?
sick. Yeah, she got. There's a lot of snow.
I think I gave her AIDS, is what you're looking for.
I let her in the house for like 10
She'll get a cold and then she'll be all right for 5 years.
My grandparents died of AIDS.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did. Both my grandparents died of AIDS.
This is a bit.
They did not.
No, I swear to God.
I see it coming a mile away.
No, it's 100% true. My grandfather had open heart surgery in like 81, blood transfusion, unknowingly passed it to my grandmother.
Knowingly?
Unknowingly. Oh, he wasn't like, oh, fuck, I'm going to give you some AIDS. No, that's horrifying. No, both of them, AIDSy grandparents.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Sex killed my Nana.
Wow.
So keep joking about AIDS.
How old were they?
All right.
I'm
if
fine with the
I was you, April, I wouldn't listen to the other podcast.
Or travel with us through Africa.
What did you guys talk about?
Yeah,
just hideous.
Did any of your parents die cancer or anything?
No, it's all right. And I'm all right with I can make jokes about AIDSy grandparents.
I think that is
that was
quite-
his nickname for a while. When I met Jim, that's how we became friends.
No, that was our nickname for each other.
That's how we became friends.
AIDSy?
We
Did
bonded
we ever
over
tell the
AIDSy.
story about when I got the AIDS test?
Yeah, we went and got an AIDS test together.
Did you
No,
really?
did you ever tell that story on this?
I don't think so.
No, I've
Have I
never-
ever told the AIDS story?
Tell the AIDS story.
Well, I took Jim. When I met Jim, we were in Cape Town, South Africa, doing the Cape Town. Or I'd met him before, but we didn't get along. I go to the Cape Town International Comedy Festival. Jim is there. I get there 3 days late. Jim has already been there doing pounds of cocaine and fucking every random girl he can find.
Very
One of them
impressive.
being
When in Rome.
the young, like hot, like comedy groupie who
was Pie Face's friend.
Yeah, she was friends with this guy we call Pie Face, and she's the skankiest little. Like, this is a girl that would just fucking hang out with every rock band and just fuck anything.
She was Trailer Park,
but
yeah.
she was hot,
yeah.
and
They always are.
He's a very pale person. He was even whiter, and I go, "What's wrong, Jim?" And he's louder than me, and he's being very quiet. And I go, "What's wrong?" And the first thing out of his mouth, I haven't even seen him in years.
Yeah.
I go, "Hey, Jim Jeffries, how are you?" He goes, "I fucked that skanky girl the other night. We were doing coke. The condom broke. There was blood everywhere. I have AIDS
everywhere."
Why was there blood everywhere? What the hell? What
was on her
the
period.
fuck goes on? Oh, okay. There was like some sort of
She was one of
violence.
those ones. She was one of those ones
too.
where she came on a period during the sex. Plus, I'd
Okay.
slit her throat, and there was a lot of blood from that.
You get sexier and sexier every minute. It's astounding.
So anyway, tell the rest of the story.
So Jim has so I find it hilarious thatIm thinks he has AIDS because
I was panicking
because I've been through a lot of these scares.
AIDS
where-
scares?
yeah,
Yeah,
and
of
where
course.
I'm like,
Who hasn't?
Yeah, so
my grandparents.
Oh, hilarious.
Thank you. Good night.
Go on, that was pretty funny.
It was good.
No.
It was excellent.
Yeah. And that was April Macy's grandparents who had AIDS. Always funny. You got anything more, Machete?
How much shit do you edit out of these shows for our listeners to know?
I try not to edit out too much, but when you guys cross the line, I kind of make an executive decision and just say, you know what, they probably wouldn't want that.
So basically, you could take a compilation of the shit that you've edited out, put it together, and blackmail the fuck out of us.
That's what I plan on doing. Yeah.
Jim, this isn't funny.
No,
I just realized he could.
He could do that.
Whatever, I won't. But
there's a master plan.
But Andy Dick had got dropped by Adam and Eve for whatever reason, and they were our current sponsor. So you guys, as a gag, you guys just went ahead and bashed Adam and Eve, which was our current sponsor at the time. And you guys just went ahead and just ripped into them. And I was like, I don't know, like, you know, the our only source of income. So I want to make sure.
So in saying that, we eventually did lose them anyway.
Yeah.
Even though you edited them out.
That's right.
This terror. And we don't have a sponsor currently. So if you're thinking about sponsoring the show, please listen to this. It'll change your mind. And also, if you're listening to this and you realize that we don't have any funding coming in, just donate. Go to our website and donate at JimandEddieTalkingShit.com and donate, because this is what we do to our sponsors so that we don't have any sponsorship.
We edited it out. Never been heard before.
Never been heard.
Let's smoke a joint.
All right, I think that's the end of the episode. I think that's got to be the end.
No, it's not. Andy wants to stay
I'm
for
done.
2.5 hours.
No, we're done. When Jim says we're done, we're done.
No, how long have we done?
It's
How long have we done?
It's been about 2.5
Not including the fall. Not including the fall.
An hour 10.
Yeah, we're
good
done.
enough.
We're done.
We're done. We're done.
We've been funny.
We're done. We're done. I want to hang. I just want to hang out and let my hair. Let me let my gray hair down now.
All right, we got to do some plugs, do we?
Yeah. Just
butt plugs.
For all
By the
you
way,
stimulated
before you
needs.
get into that, I had AdamandEve.com as my sponsor. They dropped me.
Why?
I couldn't take the commercial seriously.
Oh no!
I said, and then I'm like, you said something earlier in your commercial about the AIDS thing. I'm like, that's what I said. I did an AIDS joke. They're going to drop you. That's the last time.
You know what we really need to get for this podcast? AIDS to represent us. Surely,
if they had money,
what's the number you call to get a hold of AIDS?
We can talk about them all day.
If they had money.
It's going to be terrible. Like, the only people that are going to want to advertise,
But seriously,
like
gotta
the
remember-
Ku Klux Klan's going to call us. Be like, hey, can we put an ad?
And make
Who's
sure
been hitting the donate button?
and make sure you go to the webpage to get the design for your sheet. Thank you for listening.
You can get different colors.
For all of your adult entertainment needs, AdamandEve.com.
My favorite dildo is the Rock Hudson.
50% off your first purchase with the code word Jason. Promo code Jason.
Try out the Liberace cum.
And 3 complimentary DVDs with your first order.
AIDS.
I think he did. What do you think he died of?
Just fucking, he fell on a chandelier or something. I don't know. A candelabra.
From having weak joints from
It's
AIDS.
an unusable plug.
He watched Golden Girls until he was sick.
Did you say Golden Girls?
Yes. Come on. Wait, hang on.
Have you seen the porno?
Here's what I think about
Golden
AdamandEve.com.
Shower Girls.
Andy Dick. Today's fart was brought to you by Andy Dick and AIDS.
This is all hysterical, but we can't put it in.
Yeah, put it in.
No.
Put it in. They're going to drop you.
All right, here we go.
I swear to God.
Here is the deal. Here's the deal.
If they
As soon
drop
as
you,
they drop us,
then
I
put
will
this
put
shit in.
all this
of it in.
footage in.
All of it.
As a
All
delayed
of it.
thing. I will
Thank
agree
you.
to that right
Thank
now.
you.
This
Thank
will
you.
all go in.
I knew you were going to
So
do that.
fuck you, Adam and Eve, for dropping us. Who the fuck do you think you are? Fuck you. We put every bit of effort in.
You know what?
Your shitty products give everyone AIDS.
Today's episode was brought to you by AdamandEve.com. For all of your adult needs, whether it's anal stimulation, masturbation, or video footage, AdamandEve.com.
Is he reading this?
Can you Adam and Eve it? That's rhyming slang for believe it. The Cockneys.
You know that Adam.
Promo code.
You know that Adam gave Eve AIDS.
Enter the promo code Jason and receive 50%
By the
off
way,
your
Adam
first
gave
purchase
me
on most
AIDS.
items. Also, you receive free shipping and 3
Eve's
complimentary
fine, clean.
DVDs with your first purchase.
Jason, good.
All right, yeah, but
Okay, we're
was it?
done.
Didn't
We're
Andy
done.
stuff it up at the end there?
Do
or
it
is it
serious.
fun?
Do it serious. I'll stay out.
One serious. You do it properly.
I'm putting my mic down just so you can get through it. They're still going to drop you.
Yeah.
Talk about AIDS a lot.
When I need a prostate massage, AdamandEve.com is the place to go.
Don't try to be funny. Do it again.
Don't be funny.
Today's episode is brought to you by AdamandEve.com.
No, start over.
We're not going to do it.
You can get Adam and Eve to not drop them. I'll go down on you.
Well, there it is, everybody. Thanks for listening to this 50th episode of Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ifft. I can't believe we've made it this far. I feel like fucking milestone. I feel like we should hang like fucking posters up or something special, but we're not. We're just all going to go home, and we're home. What are we going to do? Nothing. Look at the energy in this room. It just sucks right now.
Jim looks like he's ready to party.
I'm tired.
I'm tired too. I hope you're tired. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was like the funniest episode ever, because it was an amalgamation of our funniest shit ever. Yeah, I'm going with the big words.
Can you spell
tonight.
that?
No, fucking, I don't even know what it means. I just threw it in there.
ZXP.
But please keep up the show. Hopefully we'll make it another 50, another 100, another 200 episodes with your help. Donate, go to our website, buy our t-shirts, JimandEddieTalkShit.com. Go there, JimandEddieTalkShit.com. Add to our Facebook page. If you ever want to hear Jason on the show again, we have him tied in a trunk somewhere. It's going to take 8,000 likes. 8,000 is the number of likes on our Facebook page, and you will see and hear Jason Hour again. Otherwise, he's dead. He's fucking dead, people. So 8,000 likes. Go to Stitcher, download from our website, or get the app on your smartphone. Use the promotional code Jim and Eddie. I want to thank everybody that's been involved with this show from the beginning. I want to thank Lindsay, actually. Even Lindsay, we thank you, Lindsay, wherever you are. Machete, you've been with us from the beginning. Luke for saving us. Jesse coming in and doing nothing. Lalit for being Harry. Io, thanks for all the website design, everything you've done. PK, edited all our YouTube pages and all the stuff like that. Our intern, whatever your name is, Ray, Roy, you've done more work than all of us. Thank you one more time. And Fine Southern Gentlemen, you've made great shirts that people can buy on our website. And keep on listening, keep on donating, and keep on being cunts and writing horrible shit to us.
Talking